smart with computers, so I don't know if like the fact that this game is using the game is obviously being run by the being not run, but tapping into the graphics card while the stream is also like, I don't know if that has anything remotely to do with it.
Yeah, I think with like with like just certain graphics cards, I'm sure handle it not as well as others.
Apparently.
Again, the newer NVIDIA cards have like parts of them that are specifically made for it, so it's a lot easier. But older cards probably don't have that.
Also, we're back. Hey guys, this is embarrassing. Apparently, Adrian's still begging for me to come back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay.
We have returned.
I hope for the final time.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm sorry.
Right.
I am sorry in advance, or I guess after the fact, to all people who have followed me and have getting potential. I mean, let's hope for once the Twitch notifications don't work. I'll say that.
You're right.
Hi,
I guess
guys.
I can check real quick.
Welcome to Metroid Prime.
I still have the one that says The Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
Let's put that away. Here we go.
Welcome to Metroid Prime. This is the first time we're doing this.
Yeah, totally. We have not attempted to stream before this at all.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dustin. We signed a contract.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
I said we did not attempt to stream it at all. Nothing happened.
Yes. First time, totally. I'm just gonna be on edge here as I watch the opening play for the fourth time. But after that, we'll finally actually
start first time,
about the game. Or first, yeah. What am I saying? Obviously, the 4 other times were tests that we did before the stream because we're responsible and smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it's okay. I can't
tell yet because it usually stutters when the ship flies in.
Yeah.
For some reason. That's what happens when I play Trilogy, but like by itself, not even with streams. So that's interesting. But we'll talk more about
Trilogy. Might be like on a more recent engine or something, though.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That's beautiful.
Is it working?
That's what we needed. I'm sorry. Don't get your high quality 60 frames, 1080p. Tell you what, you guys. I'll open a Patreon. You get buy me better computer. No, don't. So now we can finally see Samus in normal. Well, for you guys, no, but for us, normal frame. Well, actually, wait, Dustin's watching the stream, so yeah.
I'm just watching
literally
the stream.
Just me. I'm assuming the game looks pretty okay though at 30.
Oh yeah, I can't even really tell anything's different aside from the frame rate anyway.
I guess that says more about my PC running than it says about the stream quality. If it looked the same when I was running at 60.
No, I'm just saying, like.
Okay, yeah.
It looks like it's running just fine.
This is it. Alright.
This is good.
Let's get into it. I'm sorry I besmirched your favorite game on stream, but now it's fine. So now that we're starting officially, let's actually start talking about the game. Like, normal, actual, stream would have, like, nothing happened.
Yeah, you got some red buttons. You're shooting them.
Yeah, I got red buttons.
Turn green.
This game.
Or blue. Or whatever. What's that?
I lost my train of thought. We were talking about buttons.
Sorry.
This game, controls pretty interestingly on the GameCube. I'll start off with that because this ain't your father's FPS, or I guess your son's, because later FPSs technically. But it's not stay on technicalities.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how this game controls really, because like this was after Halo and that that kind of stuff.
After Halo.
Yeah, Halo was 2001.
Well, I mean, that's like a year difference, though. Like, do you think that much would have changed between? Well,
I don't know. I mean,
Because
well, Half-Life was like 1999, 1998.
I imagine this game was already well into development, but if that's the case, you know, falls
Yeah, I
too
don't know.
early. I don't know.
It's just not the most intuitive
It's not
aiming system, I
impossible.
guess I would say.
Anyway, we got our map.
But I think once you're past that, it's a really, really, really good game.
Yeah, I hear great things about it, but I've just never played it because, you know, shooters are not my cup of tea. Also, look at this.
No, I mean this game.
Oh, this game, yeah.
Yeah.
This game's not my cup of tea. That's obviously not why I'm playing it.
Of course not.
Check
You've
this
never
out,
played a
guys.
Metroid game in your life.
Playing a 3D game? Finally! Look at it! Wireframe!
Yeah.
Okay, all joking aside, I actually don't really like the Metroid Prime map.
It's okay. I think it is. I think my biggest issue with it is like my sense of perspective gets thrown off a lot when I'm looking at it.
Yes, that's what I was about to get into, because it's wireframe, and sometimes I can't tell if I'm looking at the top of it or the bottom.
Yeah, it's like wireframe and isometric.
Isometric. Well, I mean, you can change the camera angle, but usually that just confuses me more.
Yeah. It's like you can't tell. Oh wait, is the map rotating up or down? Like it's so weird.
And then the bigger issue is, like, in later areas that are bigger, like Phazon Mines especially, you really can't tell where everything connects to.
It's really, really weird.
I'm not. Luckily for you guys, we're not really going to be showing that because this game doesn't like the map, like we were just talking about off stream. I forgot to scan that. Fuck. This guy will probably drop another one. I won't be reading scans because that'll make the stream like 20 times longer. I just said this guy's gonna drop another one, and he did, and I didn't scan it.
Oh my god. I just saw it. I mean, you'll get plenty of those throughout the game.
You're right.
Tons of opportunities.
But I feel like the more I let it go, the more I'm just gonna forget about it, and then it's like, I'm gonna scan this.
You're gonna be like fighting Ridley and be like, oh yeah, I haven't scanned.
Oh yeah, I haven't scanned the fucking missile pack. Well,
So what do you actually have to... Are you going for like 100%?
That is the plan, but I mean, as far as scan logs are concerned, I'm not really too upset if I miss one. I don't care. It's mostly the items that I want.
Well, I just noticed you're missing like a lot of the computers and stuff. Do you not have to scan those for 100%?
You only for like, okay. It's interesting also.
I don't know how it works at all. I've never done 100%.
Well, I mean, technically 100% for this game doesn't even factor in the scan logs, even though the scan is their own separate percentage. For like, okay, let me explain that better. To like watch the, I got you, fucker, this time. Thank you.
There you go.
To see like the secret ending that you get for 100%, you only need like the items, not scans. Scans are really for you.
Really? Okay,
scans are
I
just
never knew
personal
that.
gratitude, but you know.
Okay, that makes 100% a lot less daunting to think about.
Yeah, no, if that's what you were worried about, don't.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I will do that one day then.
Yeah, and I will probably be there to help, because that's what I do.
I'd appreciate it.
What was I gonna say? Something about scans? Oh yeah, so the computer...
Gratitude.
As far as data logs are concerned, only the red things, only the red computer, like, you know, these symbols need to be scanned.
Okay.
The only time orange, which are most of these scans, need to be scanned for like the data log is when it's an item, an enemy, or one of the research logs for like the contraptions that Samus uses, like the Morphball slot, for instance.
Okay, yeah.
It's a bit nitpicky like that, but I mean, Also, if I ever get to a better PC to play Metroid Prime 2 and 3 later on, I will not be scan logging those games, because, fuck, I can't be bothered.
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember when I was playing Metroid Prime 2 for the first time, which I did not long after playing this game for the first time. Like, I pulled out the scan visor for the first time, and I was like, wow, there are a lot of things around here to scan.
Yeah, and the game is, at some points, better about telling you what you need to scan, at other points, not at all.
Yeah.
Also,
Like I know that's like they're like things get like highlighted in that game instead of like having weird icons around them. Yeah, so I think the colors are like blue and green.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference between them is.
I could tell you, but I'm kind of I'm trying to like think of 50 things at once.
I gotcha.
I'll probably, if I remember, I'll bring it up in like a slower part of the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, holy shit, guys! It's the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stage.
Yeah. Really cool of Nintendo to put that stage in this game.
Oh, and the boss is dead.
Yep. Rest in peace.
I think I scanned it.
Actually.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
You did. Yeah, I saw you scan it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you have to scan that thing in order to like expose its weak point. Otherwise, it'll take a lot more time to kill.
Of course.
And hey, guys, it's a Metroid game, so you know what that means. Time sequence.
Obligatory explosion. Or like timed self-destruction.
The only Metroid game that doesn't have like a timer in it is Metroid 2, I think, off the top of my head.
Really?
Yeah. Even like Other M had a... Wait, did Other M? I don't know. Didn't play that one.
I haven't played Other M yet.
I don't want to.
I kind of want to. The gameplay looks fun.
It's very samey after a while. Also, this is my favorite scan in the entire game. This creature is now deceased.
That's good.
Like, you just, like, I don't know why I find it so funny. It's because, like, you're literally walking through and you see this, like, big-ass explosion out of nowhere followed by monstrous shrieks. And then you read the scan log after that and it's like, oh, yeah, this creature's dead.
Yeah.
You know? I think I scanned those things, too. Pretty sure.
You don't need to scan it to know what happened to it. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
What I think is really funny in this game is like how fucked up some of them can be. It's
like this guy's spinal cord was severed, or
separating of the spinal cord, and it's like, what the hell?
Or this guy was like killed by acidic burns or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
Like, fucked up.
I realized I haven't been checking chat, but thank God no one said anything. So
yeah,
that's good. Well, that's not good, but you know. That's less strain on me to have to check while the escape sequence happening.
I enjoy having itch chat because it helps me talk about things more.
Yeah. I'm not too worried this time around because co-hosting kind of mitigates some of the necessity for like chat to provide the conversation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But feel free to participate for anyone watching. You know, I know we're talking a mile a minute, but you know, it's a stream. Also, the I'm sorry, but like the intensity of this sequence is really kind of mitigated when you see Samus just kind of rolling around pipes in a wall.
Yeah, it kind of is. They give you a ton of time to escape too.
I mean, it's the beginning of the game. Like, I would hope it's easier.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't feel like that tense, I suppose.
No, it's just there to just like, oh, it's a Metroid. Honestly, I feel like 90% of why this is here is because, hey guys, remember Super Metroid? That's our most successful game up to this point. Remember? Because I think, with the exception of Zero Mission, which almost doesn't even count because it's just a remake of Metroid 1, so obviously it's gonna have similarities to Super since they take place on the same fucking planet.
Right.
Also Spider-Man time here.
Oh yeah.
But
I love the grapple gun. What's the grapple beam?
Grapple beam. It is. I mean, it's a gun. You can really tomato.
Yeah, I suppose.
But I feel like this game more than any other references Super a lot.
Oh yeah.
Also, hey, Symphony of the Night. Time to lose all our shit for no reason. Great, a wall.
Great.
Oh, look at all of our cool shit going away on the screen.
No.
The grapple beam. We were just talking about you. No.
No!
Where's
This is a tragedy.
Oh. Where the fuck is the exit?
What the fuck? Oh, there you go.
I'll talk about how this game controls in a minute.
Yeah, it could be better. I think that's one thing that like the Prime trilogy does really well is they improve the controls a lot, even if it is motion control.
I was also going to bring up the trilogy later on because have you played the trilogy version?
I played Metroid Prime 3 through the trilogy, but not the first two.
Oh yeah, because without getting into it too much right now. Are we having slowdown again? No. Barely.
I mean, a lot's happening.
Kinda, but like here and you probably won't notice too much since the game audio is not that loud for the stream.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm telling myself to feel better.
I could check again real quick. It's not a big deal. Hold on.
I think it went away, so it's good. What was I saying before that nonsense? Oh yeah. Wait, why did I say oh yeah? I didn't even remember it. Oh yeah, because like without getting into it too much yet, I will say yeah, the trilogy version does improve these games tremendously on the control aspect and on some of the quality of life aspects. More on that later. Also, look at that low texture relief.
Yeah, that was state of the art back when this released.
Yeah.
You know, there's this game. Oh, excuse me. Hold on.
Something wrong? Oh.
No, I'm good. I think this game, like looking as good as it does, running at 60 frames per second, is like super impressive.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Joking aside, this game still looks pretty damn incredible.
Oh yeah, it looks really, really good.
What we were saying in the failed stream that totally didn't happen. We were talking about how good this game might look with ray tracing if it could be done.
Yeah.
And I think someone's working on like some sort of remastered look for this game. I saw a video about it, but
I saw that too. I think I don't know if it was the same one, but
I don't remember ray tracing being part of it.
Really good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Remember there was another thing that someone made. I think it was the area you're in right now, actually, but they remade it on Unreal Engine 4.
Oh yeah. I saw that too.
I don't think they're planning on releasing it because it's just a personal project, but
yeah,
it looks really, really good.
Yeah,
it makes me hope that the Switch remaster is
real.
Switch
remaster, do it Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, they probably wouldn't go to that level of like graphical.
No, I mean, if like, Mario 64 All Stars is anything to go by, that's a whole conversation that we're not going to have right now, at least, because this is the start of the stream. I want to at least start positive.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But I guess well, we may not get like full remasters or remakes of the first 3 games. I hope. I'm hopeful for the graphics of Metroid Prime 4. I think that game's gonna look really pretty.
Yeah.
If this is any indication.
Yeah, because I mean the game already looks pretty damn well. That doesn't really need too much added to it, but I mean it would be nice.
Yeah, for sure. It's like Nintendo's really, really good about making their own games look really nice.
Yeah.
And I know Retro's like a company that like isn't like Nintendo themselves necessarily, but like you know, Retro is also just good at what they do in general, so I think it'll be pretty good.
Definitely. I'm glad that they're back for Prime 4.
I was really iffy about the whole like not retro thing at first.
Yeah.
And as disappointed as I am that the game got restarted in development completely, I am glad that Retro is doing it this time.
Yeah.
I just have to wonder what Retro was doing that they didn't do it the first time around. Because they released Tropical Freeze in like 2014 or something, and they haven't had a release since then. And it's like, what have they been doing? No, it's...
Also, by the way, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So in that room, all those like bug enemies that are right here.
Yeah.
They were so there's like so there's like 50 of them that spawn here. Fun fact, and each of them does 2 damage apiece. So with your current health, do the math. If you were to just walk through them,
dead.
that would be a death.
That's funny.
I just want to point that out because it's like, oh yeah, don't actually shoot them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, early game, I definitely shoot them like all the time, but when I get like, you know, a few health packs, like energy tanks or whatever, like I stop carrying, I just run through them.
Oh yeah, and we're actually probably going to see that this stream. Where I
start doing
that. Also, I almost forgot to show this off. Whoa. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, you can tell it's a texture, but it's still cool.
That's awesome. I never knew about that.
You rarely see it, really.
Ray tracing.
No.
No.
Yeah, no. It's. I think it. Don't quote me on this, but I think it might be O. And by showing you that, guys, that I have put myself in jeopardy. Thanks, game. I think there's a health thing close by.
Yeah. What were you saying though about the reflection or something?
Oh yeah, I don't quote me on this, but I think it uses the same strategy that Luigi's Mansion does, where it's not actually a reflection; it's just like sprite/textures.
It probably is.
I would imagine these games came out pretty close in proximity, only a year apart.
Yeah.
Anyway, first mini boss.
It's interesting though, because like when I do the free camera in Luigi's Mansion, like the reflections look really weird.
Yeah, that's how you tell. That's how you can kind of tell, because it's not really meant for that.
Yeah, it's only like Luigi's Mansion has very fixed camera angles, so they can get away with it pretty easily.
Yep.
And what you were looking at just now was like just a reflection of Samus, not necessarily the world around her.
No.
So yeah, it's nice when you can cheat like that, I suppose. As a game developer.
Yeah. Interesting workarounds that they did back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I don't like this boss.
Well, I don't either. It is so like frustrating.
It's not so frustrating. It's just time waste.
It's like they spin around so much, and you can't really tell where they're going to end up, and it can be hard to hit them.
That's what the radar's for, to be fair, but I mean, still, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because of how Samus's turning works, which I'll promise we'll talk about in some point. But, I know we keep saying that. But,
You're a fucking tank.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Well,
what's up?
We already fucked up. I didn't scan the bugs.
Oh no. Wait, are those bugs unique?
Yep, those bugs are unique only for that fight.
Really?
So, alright, I'm sorry you guys, I've failed you all. I'm turning the stream off. We're leaving. No 100 scan log. Bye, guys. I'm sorry.
That's it. Better try next time.
Dustin can hear. Dustin, here's their remote. You play.
Thanks. I'll play. This is my playthrough now. My second playthrough, like 2 months later.
Bye.
See you later. All right, hi everybody. Well, I cannot actually touch the controller, but I can talk for a bit. Oh, there you are.
I can't believe I actually left the room for that.
That was a good bit. I like that.
I don't know if y'all heard the door thud, but I'll still scan stuff just because it kind of feels wrong if I don't. But
yeah.
I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I always almost missed like one thing though, and it's always one thing.
I'm sure it's really, really easy to miss one thing because there are a lot of things you can scan.
Well, when I'm playing, see, the problem is I'm like streaming and I'm talking and I'm doing all this other stuff that I normally.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm dead focused on this game, so you know.
Sure.
That's why I'm also worried about missing items. I at least want to get those. Luckily, item collection starts literally only now, because now we have our first item, the missiles.
Yeah.
Means this is now.
Pick up the energy tank too, which is cool.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Can't forget that.
Oh, I never knew that was there.
I did, I think on my second? No, well, I don't remember. I don't remember any of this. I don't know what I'm trying to... Anyway, the map's in here. Skip the cutscene, y'all saw it earlier. Oh, yeah, the game doesn't like that. Let's get out of there. Already. That usually doesn't happen until later in the game, but it's probably because we're streaming.
Yeah, probably.
But, were we saying something before I brought up that I lost the scan logs? What were we talking about?
I think I just said that I didn't know that the missile expansion wasn't behind that wall back there.
Oh, well, that was after, not before I mentioned. Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, let's just not worry about it anymore.
Yeah, let's just continue.
Sad face.
Oh well.
So
I think you were talking about like how you never miss scans usually.
Or opposite, I always miss at least, one or two. It just so happens. It's very easy to miss scans in this game, even when you do know what you're doing. Because some of them are so limited time that it's like not even worth it. Like you can only get the scan here. You can only get it now.
Yeah.
Like it's my scan log and I need it now.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like if you miss like the morph ball or whatever, it's gone. You can't get it back.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side, you don't have to scan like the upgrades you get. Like I don't, for instance, that thing over there. Really? I wonder what that could be. I don't have to scan this. Like, see, it doesn't give me the important data notification. So they're kind of nice about it. But I mean, this game's definitely stupid with the scan logs. It's been a while since
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's been a while since I've read any of these, though. I should probably play this game again and, like, read through and look off again.
Yeah.
Some of
that could be more. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's just... I was just gonna say, I wonder how they're gonna handle the scans in Metroid Prime 4.
I didn't think about that, honestly. I was so wondering about, like, just the main gameplay mechanics. Like, I didn't even think about it. I forgot scans are kind of a big deal in the Prime game.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if they're gonna keep, like, a similar amount of them, or what. I guess I can't remember. Were the scans, like, fewer in Prime 3? I feel like maybe a little bit.
I think they might have been more, but I don't know what's important or not because I didn't bother. So
right.
I haven't even finished Prime 3 because I think I told you anyway about... Did I tell you about what happened in my Prime 3 playthrough? I don't think I did.
I know you didn't finish it, but I forget why.
So essentially, God, I have so many things I want to talk about and I keep segueing to other things.
It's all good.
What basically happened is I got near the end of the game, and so you know how this game has Chozo artifacts, and then the second game has the Sky Temple keys, stuff you have to collect for in-game. Prime 3 has the energy cell things that you need to, like, power the ship or whatever at the end. And
I remember that.
You need to, like, plug them in certain rooms. But you don't... Is the game slowing down? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think I'm just constantly worrying about it. So anytime I feel like I trick myself into seeing.
This game has a lot of hitches, but again, that's just because of how it emulates. It's not like anything wrong, I'm sure. Again, these games are very hard to emulate, notoriously.
Yeah.
Anyway, the energy cells or whatever for the ship.
Oh yeah, so you don't need all of them, unlike these games, to get to the end of the game. But the problem was I used all the ones I found on just apparently the wrong places. I used them on unnecessary shit. So now I have to find the really out of the way ones to open the progression door. So if you will. So I wasn't happy about that game design choice, so I just put the game down for a while, and I haven't touched it since.
I can't say I blame you there, I suppose.
Because it's like, and I was told too, it's like, oh, you don't need all of them. And I'm like, great, I'm not going to get all of them. Because I hear some of them are really out of the way, and then sure enough, yeah. So, that's cool. That's very cool game.
Yeah. I wonder if I just lucked out in that case then. You know, I might have Googled it actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, while I was like in the ship, I was like, okay, which one should I open?
One of the few games I didn't try to do too much. I don't really, well, I don't know. I don't really know where I stand in terms of like outside assistance on games like these.
I do it. I avoid it if I can. Like it's very rare that I really like have to do it. The most I'll usually do, like like if there's like something optional, I'll be like, okay, are there consequences for not doing this? And I'll like look that up.
Yeah, that's
like the most I'll do.
Most of the time, Nintendo games don't really have that kind of thing, thank God. At least not to my understanding.
It's like, I was playing Luigi's Mansion 3 just like, was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. And, there's like a ghost that like is optional, I guess. And I was like looking it up. Okay. This guy's just kind of hanging around. Do I have to catch him? And I found out like, no, you don't have to. And I didn't want to because I know I would feel bad if I did it because he was nice to me.
Oh, are you talking about the movie theater guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually looked that up too. I'm like, I can, but this feels wrong. No.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't want to.
And sure enough, I'm like, oh yes, pacifist mode engage. Also, I completely skipped all these things that I have to scan.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done this like maybe 2 or 3 times now in this room, and I forget where they are every time.
I just did a test playthrough of this, but like I said, I'm talking, so it's like I have to like manage conversation and then play the game, and it's like, oh, I wasn't prepared for this at all, nearly as much as I thought I was.
Yeah, it's a really funny thing with streaming is like you can be as good at a game as you want, but if you're trying to talk while you're doing it, you're gonna screw up a lot.
Never mind. You know, it's hard enough talking on my own. It's even harder, you know, having to, you know, with the whole co-host thing here.
Yeah. Or like even just reading chat, I find like I have like I'll get distracted really easily and be like, oh yeah, I forgot to do something really simple. Get the fidget spinner.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's a fidget spinner, right? Like, I'm not just crazy.
Yeah, 100%. It's even spin it around like one.
I think, by the way, I think we took so long to get the game started that Adrian actually fell asleep.
He might have.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
man.
boy.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
I saw Skyla online on Twitch, like in my friends list, and I thought she maybe was going to come say hi. But,
well, I mean, isn't she still on the trip, though?
Yeah, but she said hi to me during Mario last night. But she didn't stay.
And I'm sure it took all of the precious phone data to do that.
Yeah, so, she came in and said hi. She's like, okay, I gotta stop using my data now, bye.
So I honestly don't.
I saw her online just for like a second. Like, I put an announcement in my Discord that I was gonna be on here with you. And I figured she probably was checking out for that, but I think that was while we were still muted. She probably didn't want too much phone data.
I got a YouTube comment notification. I wonder who commented on one of my shitty videos.
What kind of videos do you make on there, actually? Was it like a stream archive or something?
I don't... See, I made this channel when I started the channel anyway, when I was like a 13-year-old, so as any 13-year-old, as you'd imagine, the channel has gone through many eras of what the fuck is this even, you know? And I still don't know what it is. Lately, the only thing I've done it for is upload like my piano covers or my my animations, but like even the animations, for instance, are like from my weird teenage phase, so
gotcha.
It's kind of just a dead channel that has 2,000 subscribers still for some unexplained reason.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna assume they're dead subscribers because I don't know who would stay subscribed to that shitload of fuck that channel is.
I don't know. No, it's kind of funny. My old YouTube channel that I used when I was like 12, maybe even 11. YouTube was merciful enough to delete it. Like, just like it just got like deleted one day. I was like, oh well.
YouTube.
I stopped using it and I like made a new channel. And like years later, I checked to see if it was still up, and it wasn't.
I don't think YouTube deletes channels unless.
Well, like, it was terminated, as they called it. I don't know.
You must have done something wrong that YouTube said
it was copyright stuff, I think. I don't really know.
That makes sense.
I forget what kind of stuff I uploaded. I think
I hate when I get copyright strikes. When I got them on my piano videos, because it's like, you used audio from this game. It's like, you fucking moron, do you not see piano? And like, I'm physically playing it on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, you can refute those. I've done that before. It's actually kind
most of the time I actually. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, what? Sorry, I spaced out here. What were you saying?
I was just saying you can refute those kinds of things.
Oh yeah.
I've done that like once or twice before, and it's actually kind of rewarding to do that and like successfully have it go through. It's like,
but if you don't have it successfully go through, then you're in shit.
Yeah.
Then you're up shit creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I usually just acknowledge. I usually just acknowledge them because like it's not like my channel has any monetization or anything. I'm not really losing anything by you know. Fine, I want to fucking copyright it, whatever.
Yeah, that's like always been my weird like the way I've questioned it is like, well, okay, they can have the 2 cents that this video might make. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. Also, like that boss is very awkward with this game's controls.
Yeah, it is.
I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
I promise. We'll talk about the controls at one point.
You didn't scan that?
Wait, what?
I don't think you scanned that, did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the morph ball thing? You don't need to.
Oh, the morph bomb. Oh, you don't?
Like I said, you don't need to scan any upgrades, thankfully.
Oh, okay.
Those wasps, however, are also one-time enemies during that fight. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is so surprising. I didn't realize like there were that many different wasps in this game.
Yep. Gotta scan those wasps, man. Also, I absolutely love. I know the game's blurry because of the visual effect, but I love the frame that Samus is on where the prompt stopped. She looks like she just has her arms up doing like a pelvic thrust in victory.
It's like they're not gonna see this on the stream, but I'll DM you. It's fucking.
Is it the Samus like arms up gif?
Yeah.
Oh. I love it.
I do too. It's great.
I mean, that's really what it looked like, though. Like she was just pelvic thrusting, her arms were. Did I just get what was in there? I spaced it, blanked out.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm stupid. How did I not remember what I just did? Damn it.
Believe me, that happens to me like daily when I stream.
Oh yes, I should have someone's got to make a compilation of just me forgetting things I just did.
It's like I streamed back when Twitch's delay was really, really bad. Like it used to be like upwards of 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
Like between me saying something and it like being on stream.
This thing's a fucking scam, by the way. That thing's a fucking scam, by the way, that you can miss.
Really?
Yeah. It doesn't get better, Dustin. I'm just telling you right now. It doesn't get better.
I believe that completely.
What you were saying?
Just the stream delay used to be like 30 seconds. You know, now it's like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It's not that much anymore. But it's like I would when I was talking to people in the chat, like I would very often like ask a question or something, and they would respond to it, 30 seconds later. I'd be like, wait, what did I ask? That happens like constantly.
Honestly, I honestly like even without the delay, like when I first, because I'm still kind of new to Twitch, I was like wondering like, is there going to be a point where like he doesn't know what that person was responding to, or is because I was like, especially like for instance during Super, like there's like only one time I can think of, but like for instance, just as an example, when you were like fighting Crocomire, that fight took like 5 minutes because y'all were just going back and forth on the platform. And so I was like, there was like so much going on in chat. So I was like, is he not gonna like know what they were responding to at that part? Like, am I gonna have that problem? Like, oh, question. So I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm not just.
Yeah. It's like, but like, especially if it's like even now, even if the delay is not like not even much of a problem anymore. Like the delay is really good now, but even with that, like even
you're still doing
with
stuff.
all the stuff that still happens on screen. Like I'm playing a game, I'm forming my own thoughts. Like sometimes the chat's pretty busy.
Funny enough,
with all of that going on, I still forget things. Although it's a lot better now with a smaller delay, but again, it still does happen for sure.
Yeah. What's funny is like when I'm on my own, I actually am surprisingly able to pay attention to chat quite a bit. I mean, granted, part of that probably has something to do with the fact that there's 90% of the time barely a chat in existence to begin with, as you'd imagine. But even so, like, what do you call it? Because when I'm by myself, most of my commentary is kind of like boring in the sense that I'm just kind of talking about what's happening on the screen. It's like, okay, here we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this because this. Also, check this out. Like, very let's play mentality, I guess.
I gotcha.
Which is just kind of how I'm just something I've gotten used to. Also, minor sequence break here with that missile.
I was just looking at that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's not that hard to do either. So it's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to land on that. Yeah. Did I? Oh no, I didn't miss something. I was already getting antsy. I'm like, wait, 25? No.
Oh boy.
Something. No. We're fine. Wait. Are we fine?
I hope so.
What? Wait, what? Hold on. Let me get my bearings. There's the one in that. Okay, no. We're good. We're good. Fuck. All right.
Okay,
See,
cool.
this is what I gotta deal with. Fucking.
This is kind of mean, but I thought that was a bit for a second.
No. No.
No.
I can't. No. All of my fear about missing items in this game is 100% genuine.
Oh boy.
Especially after I oh so beautifully missed an item, at least almost missed an item, in Super, a game that I know like the back of my hand.
Jeez.
And that wasn't even with a co-host. So,
God damn.
This is a 3D game with a lot more crevices to look at, and I got co-host here that I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna be mad when it happens. And the worst part is you can't help me because you don't know where all the items are.
I don't. I just collect what I find by chance. That's all I get. Like how many? Like I think when I played this, I think maybe I had. Oh, I think I might have had like 180 missiles.
That's how much I had basically by the end of my first playthrough.
How many are there though? Like what you can get maximum?
In basically every single Metroid game ever, the general rule of thumb is 250 missiles.
Oh wow, so I missed quite a few then.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Like, does Prime have 250 like the 2D games? Because I don't have nearly as much as that, but no, it turns out I was just bad.
Yeah. It'll happen.
I'd like to draw attention to a wonderful little bit of Metroid Prime trivia that I love sharing with people. These enemies right here.
Yes.
In the beta, or not either in the beta or in like just the files of the game.
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
The game will lie to you and tell you that these are Reaper vines, but their true masked name in the files is Spankweed. And I'll just, I don't think I need to comment anymore on that. I think it speaks for itself.
That is such a
Spankweed.
good name.
Look, he's even like almost do that thing again. Yeah, look at that. He's almost like doing a spank motion. Like, look.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
like
Do it.
whipping.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
You bitch. Do it. No, don't go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Oh, never mind. Fuck you. God showed you sympathy. Reaper vines don't have rights. I didn't just say
not.
that.
Spankweeds do, though.
Don't cancel me.
It's like when I said racism is good on my last stream.
Hey, Reyna said no rights.
Yeah. No rights for anybody.
Retro Reyna, funny moments.
Holy crap, it's a giant plant.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are you seeing this, Lois? Oh yeah, this tentacle is a separate scan from the boss that you can miss.
What?
I learned that the hard way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that time I played Metroid Prime and I missed that one scan log.
This boss is kind of hard, actually. Like, because, well, it's not like hard necessarily, but like
it's tedious.
Yeah, because you can will knock down the solar panel things like all the time.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's why I stun him usually.
Yeah,
I don't.
Like, even then, sometimes he'll still knock him down.
Yeah, you have to be quick. Definitely.
Yeah. It's like you'll be on one end of the map and it'll knock down the opposite one from you, and you'll be like, "Fucking really?"
So yeah, check this out. Here's what I do: I just hit him twice with a charge shot. I stay locked onto him. Just keep scan jumping or side jumping.
Yeah, this is what I do.
And then I just kind of shoot as I pass by, and that usually works pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like this fight. Not only is it kind of tedious, but the screeches of Plagra are very obnoxious. Because they're reused quite a bit. They're not as bad as Ridley's screeches from the Game Boy Advance games, but God.
I don't think I've heard those.
Whoa, I bet you're gonna love them.
Oh, probably.
You know. Oh,
I gotta play this soon.
What was that?
I was just saying I gotta. Oh wow, that was close. I was just saying I gotta play Fusion soon sometime.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, not definitely. I don't know. Fusion's interesting. I like it. It's just I'm not as enthusiastic about it as I am for like Super or Zero Mission.
Yeah, sure.
But it's still great. It's still a good game. Don't get me wrong. Just not my favorite.
I gotcha.
I wouldn't even say it's one of my least favorites. It's just a Metroid game that I kind of like this. I will say though, the Fusion handles item completion dumb.
Does it?
100%. I can't.
Dumb about it?
It's hard to put into words and describe like without giving you like a 5 essay paragraph like thing. But essentially, like a lot of the items, you kind of have to go on this big ass item hunt throughout all of the areas of the game at like the end. And if you leave through one of the elevators out of the area, you get locked into doing the final boss. So if you missed some items, tough shit. I mean,
silly.
You can beat the boss and then go back to your file, but like, that shouldn't even be something I have to do.
Yeah, that's weird.
So you have to like actively avoid all elevators like the plague and just sweep through the areas and hope you get everything.
It's really weird.
Also, the game likes to lock you into areas throughout the entirety of the game. So it's not just at the end. It's like, you're doing this sector and then you're completing it, and then okay, move on to the next one. Don't come back here. Don't backtrack.
I guess that ties into what you were saying about it being pretty linear.
Yeah, it's exactly how Other M is in that regard, although Other M is a bit worse about that.
Hmm.
Other M is by no means a Metroid game, it's very linear.
I know, like, I know that game is not very well liked, but I never played it, but, like, it's just, like, a lot of it's, like, the story stuff, right? That people don't like.
I initially thought that, but upon watching a full playthrough of it, I realized, yeah, there are some gameplay tidbits that are just bad.
Okay.
It's hard to really, But yeah, the story is easily the most offensive part. Also, we have acquired football player gear.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're already at the Various suit, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Making
There's
good
like
time so far.
there's like so many things that I meant to talk about between literally since we got to Chozo Ruins, but yeah. This is what happens.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I was actually gonna like try to open up and like talk about here's what's going on in the game, guys. Like check this out. We're scavenging for all our items,
Sure.
and then and then I just lost it. But honestly, I'm not upset. This is better. I'm so
Yeah,
used to not having any conversation going like for the game or like for a stream because I have to like come up with it all on my own, and I'm not very good at that.
sure.
So it's like, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, it's like organic this way, I suppose.
Yeah, I wish I could
So
be better at the organic stuff, but yeah.
I forgot to do this earlier. I'll do it now.
Oh, what the? You just fucking scared me. What the hell is that? Oh, I mean, I know
It's
I
just
know what that bit is, but where and why? Oh, what the fuck? Samus is rolling on her own. Oh, she stopped. Never mind.
sort of might be the surface that you're on.
Yeah, it's probably the surface. What the fuck was that? Like, I know that's Woody from Toy Story 1, but where and how and why?
Wait, what was there a noise accompanying it? I didn't hear it. I just saw the GIF.
Yeah, I heard the.
Like him laughing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was. Whoa, wait! Oh, I'm so stupid. Was that my notification?
yeah.
What did you do?
I hosted. I forgot to do it earlier.
I need a minute. Hold on. Pause this. Fuck this game. Fuck.
Uh,
I need a minute. I forgot what my
I'm
own
sorry.
notifications were
Oh
and
boy.
sounded like. So I just heard the Woody ba, like the ba, and then I was like, "Did you play a soundboard thing or something?" And like, no, because I can't see the screen, so I don't see the notifications. So I'm like, this happened last stream
God.
too. Somebody
Did it
followed me, and I
really?
was like, "Who played that trumpet noise?" Like, oh.
That is funny. God damn.
So I'm glad nobody was there for that. I hope, maybe.
I don't know.
Um. We're playing Metroid Prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Metroid Prime. Welcome to the
We're playing Toy Story for Windows 98.
for Windows 9. For V Smile. I was actually going to say something about this area. I think. What was I? There's
Is
something
this
I
an
had.
optional area?
Yes, this is just for a missile and a scan log.
Yeah. I think I missed this during my stream.
Oh. I actually did find it, but I just didn't know how to do it my first playthrough because I didn't think you could bomb jump in this game. I didn't think that was a thing they'd allow you to do. Well, I mean, no, they don't allow you to because you only can do 3 at a time. But I didn't even think that was like a feature.
In Super, you can do like infinite, can't you?
Yeah, you can't infinite in this game, which I'm kind of glad. I'm gonna be honest. Even though bomb jumping,
broken.
Yeah, even though bomb jumping is an intended thing in the 2D games, like an intended special, like kind of advanced maneuver, I really don't like that it exists intentionally because I feel like it's giving you a little too much freedom.
Right.
But you really don't. That gets rid of the necessity for so many upgrades, like the space jump.
Oh, I'm sure.
High jump boots. Like you literally don't need anything like that. So it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what's worse is because I've seen a lot of blind playthroughs of Super Metroid, and
Yeah.
most people who discover bomb jumping assume that that's what they need to use to solve the puzzles
Oh my
if they
god.
figure it out. So I'm like, no, 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 no. You're gonna sequence break, and then you're gonna make the game hard for yourself. And then, oh, you poor soul.
Yeah. I think I almost did that, as a matter of fact. Like, before you came along, probably.
Oh yeah, I basically, I'm on the,
Like,
I
when I got
basically
the
just saved
Spacer.
saved the
Yeah.
entire because I watched
Yeah.
the I watched the
Oh,
playback of the first episode, I think,
yeah.
and I think it was Mia who actually was like telling you, hey, there's an item up there. Use the wall jump, and you were like, Nani, the wall jump? And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
use the wall jump.
Yeah.
It's like,
I did do that.
and it's like you're teaching him how to do the advanced maneuvers before he's meant to learn it in game. Uh oh, uh oh,
Yeah.
you know, and just like.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was when I was getting the Spacer or
Yeah,
something.
that's exactly what I was referring to. There's like you gotta get the spacer, and it's like, oh, you can use the wall jump. I'm like, oh, how do I do that? It's like, well, you know.
Yeah, that could have gone a bit smoother. Needless to say, I'm happy you came along and like directed me in the right direction.
Oh
Helped out
man,
a lot.
oh man, but like, you know, I saw. I mean, I find it funny how someone like told you about the wall jump in depth, but no one bothered to tell you about, hey, there's a run button, use it.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it? I believe. Was that you who told me that?
No,
No, that
because
was
you did. That was on the first episode, which I wasn't there for.
yeah.
So you literally figured it out the hard way.
Yeah.
I think, anyway. I don't remember how you solved it.
Yeah, no, I think there was an Italian viewer who like didn't speak like perfect English, but he like did his best to teach me to
That's very specific.
run. I was like, oh, that's really nice of you, thank you, and it worked.
See, I never had a problem with that because, like, the first thing I do in a game, if I see that there is an option, is I'll check the settings, see what I can mess with. And if there's a control
Yeah,
configuration, I'm like, ooh, even better. And I
yeah.
saw the controls and I was like, ew, that's disgusting. Let me fix these. And then I saw there was a dash button. I'm like, oh, a dash button. It's probably going to become an Andy because I like going fast. So I literally was just always using the dash button. So it never
Yeah.
really occurred to me that it would be a puzzle thing. I just figured it was a fast, just to go fast, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And then I got the speed booster. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't
I think.
saved since the beginning of the game, so we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Oh, I can't see. Ah! Yeah, what was I gonna? You know what? Why don't we? Oh, well, we're in a new area. We should probably talk about. Why do I want to talk? No, yeah, let's just talk about the controls finally because we've been putting it off for so long.
Yeah, sure, we can do that if you want.
I'm sorry, Magma Caverns. You'll have to wait for discussion. So yeah, this game, it's not because it's on GameCube and it's a bit kind of primitive in some of its just what they had to work with the GameCube controller. It doesn't control like a standard FPS. You don't have a right analog stick for camera. You don't have any of that. You turn with the left stick, which is what you also use to walk.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. It's almost like you're driving a car, like
a tank or something.
Yeah, because like say if Samus is like trying to, like yeah, you can stand still and turn, but like if I want to like reposition myself, I have to like literally act like I'm parking. Like I gotta go in reverse, turn.
Yeah.
Like it's literally a car.
Pretty much. That's a good analogy actually for it.
You can kind of mitigate that by holding L because L locks you in strafe mode.
Yeah.
But it also locks on. If you like hold the trigger slightly, you can stay in strafe mode without locking on, but I mean, it's kind of complicated. Basically, bottom line.
Pretty much.
And then, what else is weird? Actually, wait, let me do this before I forget.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. For later. Can't exactly... Oh, thanks for the shove. That actually kind of helped.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. That's funny. Speedrun strategies.
Yes,
You don't want to grab the artifact
that was
now?
intentional. What were you saying?
You don't want to grab the artifact right now?
I can't.
Or... Oh.
Well, I'm sure I could with some like weird exploit, but you need space jump.
Oh, sure.
And we're not playing version 1.0 of the game, so I can't do the scan jump, which is a little a thing you can do that developers didn't really account for the amount of sequence breaks you can do with it. Where basically you can get the space jump at the very beginning of the game as soon as you touch down on the planet.
Yep.
So this isn't the 1.0 release, so I can't do that.
I don't know what version of the game I have. I could probably check real quick.
Do you have like the actual disc of it? Or is it?
I do actually. It's behind me, but I also was gonna just check Dolphin.
Oh, yeah.
Dolphin freeze. Okay, it just.
I don't think it tells you. Or am I?
There's a way to check. I just forget how to check.
Another thing about the 1.0 release is one of the original. This goes for this release of the game as well, which I don't know which one this is specifically, but it's probably one of the earlier ones. All of the early versions of Prime, the Flagora boss fight, the music doesn't loop properly, so it only plays like the opening 15 to 30 seconds of the song, when in reality there's like a whole like orchestral like part that like has like brass instruments and like it's all dangerous sounding and everything that you never get to hear unless you're playing like a later version of the trilogy game.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm surprised it got unnoticed for so many releases before they decided to fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty weird. Metroid Prime 1.0 on GameCube is the preferred speedrun game for a lot of reasons. A lot of things you can do in the original release that you can't later.
Yeah. I suppose there's like I remember watching it, I think it was a GDQ speedrun of Metroid Prime 1. And they were talking about how, what is it? Like someone donated and like left a message that was read by the announcer person. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how like apparently there's like an oddity with this game, like at least with version 1.0, where sometimes if you enter a room too quickly, the game will crash.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, well, how do you guys fix that with this version of the game? Like on a real GameCube, and they're like, "Oh, well, the answer is easy. We don't play on GameCube. We play on the Wii because the Wii doesn't have that problem."
I mean, they're not wrong. Which that is that is actually a good segue because I did want to talk about the differences between Trilogy and GameCube at one point.
Yeah. Look, I just have one more thought before I.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, totally.
Guys, apparently for the GameCube version of the game, like the way to fix it is it just made the game like load slower. Which is why the doors take a while to open sometimes.
I was actually going to bring that up, no kidding.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then go ahead.
Actually, I'm very close to death here, so you want to calm down for a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank God we saved. Fuck. It would have been just like me to say, nah, we don't need to. Then we would literally have to do... No, yeah, we'd have to do the entire game over again.
Yeah, that'd be no good.
That wouldn't be fun. I'm glad I'd say. We're coming up on an energy tank pretty soon here. And by pretty soon I actually mean right now, so that's good. Oh, never mind. Gotta try again. This is so much easier in Trilogy.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, because you can just jump in that.
Yeah, you have the spring ball with you flick the Wii remote.
Yeah, I'm glad they added that in.
Which, granted, negates all of the danger of this puzzle because you can just place the bomb and not worry about breaking these crates. But honestly, I don't care. It's easier. It's better. Whatever.
Oh well.
But Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way to. That's one difference between GameCube and Trilogy. So the other things about these controls, so you use your visors are mapped to the D-pad, and the C-stick, because it doesn't use camera, they're mapped to your beam switching, which for some reason, actually, in the options menu here, you have the ability to swap these. I don't know why. I don't know what advantage that gives you swapping D-pad for beams, and I'll just say it looks really cursed because I'm so used to it having it the other way. Because it actually like swaps the pictures like on the screen too, and it's like, oh,
Really?
That's yeah, it's pretty weird. And then oh yes, we're in my favorite area in the game.
Oh really?
I love this. Like when I was thinking about like remasters and like ray tracing and all these things, I specifically had this place in mind because holy shit,
yeah.
This place looks so gorgeous, even on GameCube.
Oh yeah, I love this area too. It's so good.
And like the detail with like the snowfall, like it's actually kind of all over the map and not just like a filter. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I wonder how they pulled that off. Actually, that might be like they might be doing some trickery here.
From what I can tell,
it might only be rendering what you can see.
Well, that's what that goes for everything in this game is rendered only what you can see. But like,
yeah,
I mean, I definitely can tell these are just textures to save.
Oh yeah,
but like,
obviously.
I was thinking at first maybe it's like a small amount of snow that just follows the distance from you and like your field of view, like it just kind of follows you around. But it kind of looks like it's all everywhere. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I wonder.
I mean, that just means they did a good job. If I can't tell. Really.
Oh yeah, they really did. Like I like how they did it in Mario 64. Is it's just like a plane of snow that's just in front of the camera.
Oh,
and, you can't even really tell. Like it's really good for what it is.
Yeah,
but in this game, you're clearly like walking through the falling snow, so it's not that same trick.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good way to be pointed out. I don't know why I'm still trying to go for these obnoxious scans. Like I said, we already fucked up long ago.
If it's like I'm just trying to think because I find this like kind of like visual trickery really interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if what they're doing is maybe it's like a few really big polygons, which is with textures on them of like lots of little snowballs or snowflakes. And they're just like having them fall on.
Is interesting. I kind of somewhat doubt that, but that's honestly not out of the question.
I'm just trying to think of like what maybe they would do. Like it's like a similar technique, I guess, to the Mario thing, but
like it's like it's a big thing, but like most of it's transparent and then just the little particle. Well, yeah. I don't think so, because it looks like some of them are moving a lot more independent of each other, and that wouldn't really work in that scenario.
Yeah, that's why.
I think they might all just be individual textures, honestly. I don't feel like the GameCube would have too much trouble with that. I'm, of course, talking entirely out of my ass, but
I'm just trying to think like what would be an easy way to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if I was trying to make a game just run really well, I'd probably do what I just mentioned, but
yeah,
I'm sure they have their ways.
Fine, Nintendo, keep your secrets.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was just the emulator and not like hardware slowing the game down for a second. Because even without this, the game does like kind of stutter at very, very rare intervals. I had to like find a very specific version of Dolphin to get it to run this good.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I have like 3 different versions of Dolphin on my computer for shit like that. It's kind of funny. I don't like it. Yeah,
I have Dolphin 5, which is like the release they did in 2015. And they have like a more recent version of it that's like a beta build or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to stream with, is just like that version.
Yeah,
I forget why
not every game works best.
I guess because I wanted the... Oh, sorry.
No. You could go ahead, yeah.
But, no, I forget. I think the reason I got the beta build was because it would have the Discord presence.
Oh, yeah. I I kind of miss that about this version, but honestly, like, performance, you know, if I have to, I'd rather have the game run better.
Right.
I guess it's not so terrible. People don't know what I'm playing at every hour of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't bother me to have it on, so I like to have it there, I guess. And then I have Slippy, which is for Melee, but I don't ever play it, so I don't really know why I have it still.
Anyway, we just got the Sonic upgrade.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's essentially the spin dash.
Yeah, it basically is. It's like you got like Sonic 1 and 2 physics of like going up a ramp over and over and going faster.
Why not Sonic 3, or is it, or just, you know?
No, Sonic 3 probably.
I felt like they all controlled rather, they had generally
No,
the
I
same.
know, but like I'm trying to think if Sonic 3 had physics like that. Like, or like any areas where that would happen. Like one
I'm
or two
pretty sure
areas.
in like maybe Carnival Night.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or Ice Cat.
Because I know for sure Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 have like ramps that just like go vertically
like those
in both
half-pipe
directions.
sections where you can just kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Sonic 3 has that many of those.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was weird.
What happened?
Game like froze and then made an obnoxious sound for a sec.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Also, I very clearly rolled off the cliff there, but I guess cutscene, so.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's funny. I just saw that.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that guy. That fucking nerd. Why is he back?
Why would he ever show his face here?
You tell Ridley that he'll never eat lunch in this town again. What was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, other things to mention. So you aim with the R button. The R button basically activates your aiming, I guess. I don't really have a better term for it. It basically has airplane controls. And that's kind of how you can adjust yourself, because when you're walking, you can't. When you're walking, I don't know. I just thought of it.
Yeah. When you're walking.
I didn't intend that at all. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Holding R and then. Thank you. I'm a fan.
Anytime.
If you hold R and then you stick with, have L in strafe mode, that's like the only way you can aim anywhere else while moving.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's kind of weird, but I mean. So yeah, the GameCube controls, they work for what they are. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, and you shoot with the A button, which actually I don't have a problem with, because
that's actually really fine. I don't mind that at all.
Because I mean, people are probably going to be like, "Oh, well, triggers, like that's stupid." Well, no, because think about it. This game has a charge beam, so to fire regular bullets, you have to spam a button. Do you really want to be spamming a trigger instead of a face button?
I don't.
Makes sense.
At least not the GameCube triggers. I would not want to press those over
Absolutely
and over.
Not. Oh, and also,
maybe if I like held it down and just like did the click over and over, that'd probably be okay.
I'd still rather not.
Yeah, I think. Plus, like in like the original games, the shooting was with a button, so I think it like kind of makes sense in that sense.
That is true. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because again, this game is more, maybe not the later games, especially Prime 3, but most of these games, at least Prime 1 especially, were made for Metroid fans first, and it was a shooter second, which I hope people understand, anyone who wants to play this game, because I can imagine there's going to be some people out there who could be like, I want to play something similar to Halo. Hey, why don't I play Metroid Prime? What the fuck? Why do I have to shoot bugs and find shit? This isn't Halo. This is stupid. Also, those enemies suck.
What enemies? All
these things. Get off me.
Well, I'm going to take a second delay, but...
Here.
Oh, yeah, the one that grabs you?
Here,
yeah.
You can have that. Okay. Don't say I didn't give you anything.
There you go.
How behind is it? It looks like it's kind of behind a bit.
it buffers every like a little bit, so it's not like a problem, but like I hit a couple of buffers like in the last 30 minutes or so. So it's like a little further behind, but I can refresh and it'll come back.
I was just to say that was a bit behind. What the hell? Like,
yeah, I can see. I refreshed just now, and now it should be fine.
I can see.
I can see everything.
Oh god. The fire on this has some interesting physics in that it actually pushes you down if you touch it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Oh hey, it's this room. Ever since I watched that video, I'm too scared to fall in the lava because I just expect satanic demon noises to play once I touch it.
Yeah, I like that bit in that video.
I was like, oh no, don't unleash the demons. They should play elevator music here.
That's a good idea. It's like
every time we go through an elevator, we'll just have like let's just do like Samus's inner thoughts like monologue. This is like probably what she's doing.
I want to go home.
Are they gonna release Prime 4 this next year or what?
I hope so, but my personal bets are on 2022.
Yeah, probably.
Because honestly, my theory is that it's gonna be like Breath of the Wild, where they're gonna release it on Switch and Switch 2.
Oh, are we going with the Switch 2 theory?
I think so. Like it's gonna be on both. I don't know. It'd be an incentive for me to get the Switch 2 at least, I guess.
No.
But yeah.
$70, Metroid Prime 4. Check it out.
Find me. They better not make it $70 fucking dollars. I'm glad that Microsoft is at least maintaining the $60 whatever, but
yeah,
which is good for them.
Imagine,
like, I'm glad they are.
Especially like if they do Prime Trilogy. Imagine if they did the Mario All Stars thing where they
it's just often basically
these old ass games and they release it for like $60 full price.
Yep.
Which you know what I think they might do.
I think they will. They're 100% going to do full price.
Even
I don't doubt that at all.
Even if on the Wii U eShop, Metroid Prime Trilogy is fucking $20, like it should be.
Yeah, it is. I fucking no.
I'm sorry, Dustin. I didn't mean to bring it down.
I hate thinking about that. Like, okay, if they do what they should do and they like, give it modern aiming, which they won't do, because why would they? But if they do that, and like they make it, like again, 2-stick aiming, like with maybe gyro, if you want to have it. HD widescreen. Maybe some updated textures. I wouldn't be too fussed if they didn't do that, but
yeah,
those kinds of adjustments. If they did that, I'd be more comfortable with $60, but it'd still be a lot.
I can't. No matter how I look at it, I personally can't find a justification.
Yeah.
But I know it's probably the reality because Nintendo, they're old-fashioned farts and they can kind of do whatever they want because they're Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate fact of the matter.
God, Nintendo is so frustrating because they make such amazing, really well-crafted, like, great games.
But they have shitty business practices.
Some of my favorite games are Nintendo games.
Oh, entirely, yeah.
But they're like 20 years behind on everything else. It's ridiculous.
Like I said, like it's the fact that Miyamoto is still like not retired and working on games and shit like that. It's like all this stuff. Like obviously Nintendo's still being run by a lot of the original, maybe not the original people, but like you were saying, a bunch of older. They're behind on a lot of things, and
yeah.
Nintendo really could use some new blood, like Sega's doing.
Well, they got a new president not too long ago. I mean, they
Doug Bowser.
Wada, but like they had like a really like a like a guy temporarily.
Oh, that's right too. I forgot
And then
about
they
that.
got like an actual new president. He was only like 40 years old or something, which is pretty young by comparison.
Oh, right, because I forget. There's different presidents for each like world, like each like continent faction or whatever. Because there's Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Japan, etc.
Yeah. Like the guy who's gonna probably be making like a lot of the really big decisions is pretty young. Which like is like kind of like, okay, cool, maybe he'll like understand these things a little bit better. And I don't know if that's the case or not.
Did you update our policies? No.
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 I will say I'm kind of glad it's not Miyamoto that's the president, because he probably would have.
Miyamoto, look,
Like,
he made some great games, but he has
he's a genius
stupid fucking
with game
practices.
design stuff. Yeah. Like, I get, like he's like, he was, he made the original Mario Brothers. Like,
but I mean,
he's probably not like necessarily going to have the right mindset for like modern games and stuff like that.
In fact, there's many stories I've heard over the years, mostly through brain scratch comms, that about Miyamoto's like business decisions on certain games. I mean, we almost didn't get Majora's Mask because of Miyamoto.
Really?
Oh yeah, do you not know the whole production story about Majora's Mask?
I do not.
Oh, so this is fun. Also, we didn't have to come to this area, but I figured I'd do so for story purposes.
Oh yeah,
artifacts. Anyway,
sure.
I should also probably restock at my ship. I'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
But like, so basically, originally Miyamoto said, okay, we have all these assets that we made for Ocarina of Time. That was a lot of hard work, and we don't really want to do that again. So let's reuse them, and instead of making a new Zelda game, am I going the right? Yeah, I think we're going the right way. Let's basically make an expansion of Ocarina of Time, like a harder version, or not a harder version. Well, yeah, an expansion of Ocarina of Time where we remix the dungeons and make them harder or better or different. And the developers were like, no, I think we've made this game as good as it can be. Let's just make a new Zelda game. And Miyamoto was just kind of a bitch about that, so he's like, okay, fine, you can make a new Zelda game, but you have exactly 1 year. And so everyone was stressed the fuck out, and that's why Majora's Mask is about time management.
That's funny, actually, like in a fucked up way.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but damn it, I chuckle.
That's wow. That's actually like really interesting to think about, though. Like, seriously.
But
like,
honestly, in a weird twist of fate, it was for the better, because Majora's Mask, so much of their creativity just flew out because of the time constraints. Majora's Mask would not have been the weird and quirky Zelda game that it was without that. It would have probably just been like any other Zelda game.
I guarantee it. I just remember that scene in the video or something.
Sorry. I don't know why. I just did that without even thinking. It just took me out of the
This is fucking speedrun.
Oh man. What was oh yeah, Majora's Mask. But yeah, no, it was a pretty fucked situation.
Yeah, a year to develop a whole game, like, that's short even for them.
And that's also why Majora's Mask also takes the premise it does in terms of like it reuses a lot of Ocarina of Time assets, like the character models and the music, because they literally just didn't have the time to make a lot of new things for it.
Of course not.
So, it's honestly quite crazy the game turned out as good as it did. Like, again, I've said this before, but it is my favorite 3D Zelda by far.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear, like I said, a lot of people I know prefer it to Ocarina of Time.
I fucking hate Ocarina of Time. Well, hate is a strong word. I enjoy it, but it's the story. I mean, it's Link to the Past, but longer and boring and with flavor text. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's not the magnum opus of the Zelda series. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the only version of it I've really played is the 3D version.
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoyed it, but my favorite's still
it's
Twilight
not like,
Princess.
because that's the thing. People call it like the magnum opus, the masterpiece of the Zelda games. It's like, it's a Zelda game. It's a good Zelda game.
Yeah, I like it. It's fine. I like it.
It's
just not my favorite.
it's one of my least faves, personally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't be too hard on it. It's better than. It's technically, it's better than Zelda 1 and 2, even if I don't want to admit that. Technically, it's better designed than Zelda 1 or 2. Sure. Fuck you, guys. There you go. Why did I shoot a missile at that? More importantly, why can't the door be opened with a fucking missile? It's a missile.
That's a good question. I always thought it was kind of weird when you like shoot like non-regular, like beams that aren't the regular beam at like normal beam doors, and it will like tell you, oh, you can't open it with that. It's like, why not?
Well, no, because you can open the blue doors with the other beams.
Yeah,
at least,
but like, again, like the missiles or the super missiles, it's like, really? Why not?
I guess they're just looking out for you, I guess. Also,
Sure.
yes, we literally... Okay, I'm gonna take one moment to complain a little bit about Prime 1, because it's not a perfect game. We literally went here to get the boost ball, just so we could take it all the way back to Talon Overworld to get the space jump, just to come literally straight back here. Phenomenal game design, guys. But you know what? Just to give you some insight onto my thoughts on Prime 2, that's literally what Prime 2 does, but for the entire game.
Oh my god.
You got this upgrade, now you gotta go back to the overworld to get something else, and then go back to the dungeon or whatever, to the area, and then...
Yeah, I like Prime 2. It's good, but...
And, you know, without hints, I mean, yeah, you have hints, but it takes a while for them to kick in. You know? And so it's like, what compels you to leave the area, the entire fucking area, and go, you know, the main overworld?
Basically nothing.
You know, because normally in any other Metroid game, leaving the area is obviously what you're supposed to do. Super Metroid, there's a point where you have to leave. You have to leave. What is it? Norfair, yeah, to use the item you found on a different area or a previous area. And that, yeah, but Metroid Prime 2 isn't designed like a Metroid game. It's designed in a weird way. It's designed like a Zelda game in that all of the three areas are like secluded and treated like dungeons rather than, you know, parts of the world.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of putting it, actually.
Yeah, and in a Zelda dungeon, you sure as hell ain't leaving and coming back later, you know?
Yeah.
So that was kind of my mentality, and I was like, wait, I have to fucking go back? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that didn't sit well with me. But it's a good game when you look past that, but honestly, it's just not very intuitive.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think in Prime 2, like, my main issue might be the, navigating the Dark World, like, between the Dark World and the Light World.
Dun 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 dun.
But seriously, like, it's just like, it got really confusing sometimes, like, way more than this ever did.
Yeah, it's the even in the main overworld, it's like web-like in its structure, and it's not very intuitive to navigate. But furthermore, the Dark World, it's very basic looking. Like nothing's really distinguishable like it is in, say, A Link to the Past, where the Dark World is very distinguishable. Honestly, yeah. I wish the Dark World was better, because it's a nice concept.
Yeah.
Nice beam. Can we have it? No.
No. It's like right out of reach, man.
You know what that reminds me of? Every time I go to this part and I see Samus walk up to the thing and then it goes down, It literally is one-to-one that scene from Toy Story 2, where at the beginning where Buzz he's going to the Zurg's battery or source of power, and then he just goes down.
That's funny.
Like, I'm just half expecting, like, Samus to... It goes down, Samus turns around, and Ridley's behind her. We meet again, Samus, for the last time.
For the last time.
It's so fucking shootout in the middle of the room.
That's good.
Can someone please edit that or animate it or do something with it? Oh, do I have to do it? Do I have to do everything?
Maybe.
I want someone to make that, please.
It'd be great if they did.
Oh man. But no, that's what that always reminds me of.
Now that you mentioned it, I'm not gonna unsee that.
Oh, I'm happy to help always, you know.
Every time I play this game from now on, it's just gonna be that in my head.
I'm glad. I am very honored that I have now permanently enhanced your Prime experience.
Thank you. I owe you my life.
Because you know, you know what they say about this game. It's the some might say Metroid Prime is the prime game of the is where Metroid Prime series was in its prime, you know.
Haha.
You see what I did there? Play on words.
Yeah.
Hey Lois, I'm doing a let's play. Retro Rain of funny moments.
That's a good job on that boss. It always takes me a long time.
Yeah, he's kind of tedious. It's just that was kind of just the same thing over and over, like just missile, dodge.
Yeah, I'm just really bad at like timing it, I guess. Because he always.
Oh, well, I have some pretty helpful advice for that. Don't.
Perfect.
No, I don't like when people are like, oh, get good, because
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of into the whole Dark Souls culture of get good, but not outside of those games.
You know
what? What's that? Sorry.
I was saying, yeah, but that's Dark Souls. Dark Souls kind of relies on sort of like you have to overcome and you have to learn with each death, and you know.
Yeah. Again, I'm not like into it outside of those games.
Yeah.
I just like it in those games.
But
it's fun.
In a lot of ways, Dark Souls kind of has the mentality of like old games, like a lot of old games like Contra and the first Mario, even the Mario, like the first 3 Mario games are kind of like you're gonna die a lot, but you're gonna learn, you're gonna overcome, and that's kind of the reward of it.
That's why I love them.
And that's why I love old games.
Yeah.
Don't anyone tell me different. Shut up, I already see you typing. No, I'm kidding. No one's typing. I'm glad Twitch doesn't have like the Discord like notification for like when someone is typing, because then I just imagine you say something controversial and then you just see several people are typing. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that it doesn't have that, because it'd just be constantly going off in like a busy chat room.
Oh, that's also true. Never mind. What am I saying? That's a stupid idea.
Well, this person is typing, and this person is typing, and this person is typing. And
you are typing. Everybody's typing.
Could you imagine if that was like a thing that like some software had?
You get Pichu points, and you get a Pichu point.
There you go.
Considering that Metroid, the entire series, was heavily inspired by Alien, at least the first one, it's kind of interesting that these things look an awful lot like xenomorphs.
Oh, you're right.
I'm pretty sure that's intentional.
Yeah, that's like exactly a xenomorph head.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, especially the original, like, first Metroid, Super Metroid, Metroid 2, those were definitely inspired by Alien 1.
Oh, yeah.
The whole isolation and the finding your way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yes, the fucking stalactite is a research log. Thank you, game. Did I mention I promise I love this game, guys. I promise. No, I really do.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love
probably
it.
my third favorite.
Honestly, like my favorite games I criticize heavily. Like it's just
that. I mean, yeah, that's true. Especially when you play them so long, you kind of can't help but do it.
Yeah, it's like like Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of all time, and I shit on that game constantly. Like it's just like what I do.
It's like parents. You love your kids, but you're always gonna fucking criticize them.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works. This is a log. Okay, I was joking about the spin dash, but look at that fucking graphic on the left.
Wow.
That's a spin dash.
That is a spin dash.
Doing.
Adventure.
Oh, can someone mod Metroid Prime and have it so wherever you use the boost ball, it plays the Sonic Adventure?
That'd be great.
Ready, go!
Go!
I love it. I'm a fan of that. Someone do that.
I haven't played Sonic Adventure in a long time.
I've been meaning to stream it.
I've streamed it like a couple years ago. 2017,
yeah.
I think.
Which version?
Yeah. That's a good question. I think I played the PC version.
Oh,
wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure I played the PC version.
The Steam release or like the 2003 disc?
Steam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It didn't seem any different. Well, I played it was like Sonic Adventure DX.
I mean, yeah, granted, you wouldn't really notice typically, but when you do notice, it just makes you sad.
I've never played
all the things that were changed. Because it's a port of a port of a port of a port. Like, that's not even an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But
there's apparently a mod for the Steam version.
I was about to get into that because for when I stream it, I actually have the mod installed that that converts it back to Dreamcast. Oh damn it!
Yeah.
And it looks pretty damn good. It's my preferred way of playing it now.
Yeah, I think if I do restream it, I'll definitely have that on. I think that'd be cool.
Because the Dreamcast version just had, honestly, it looked just a lot nicer, especially with the lighting and everything. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think it'd be a big difference until you see the two games next to each other, and they're almost like different games, really. Visually.
Really?
Speaking. Yeah. Like, honestly.
No, I was just thinking about. Forget. Oh god, I had it in my head, then it went away. But I gotta make it come back.
Story of my life. It was in my head initially. Anyway, we're actually. Oh, did you remember?
Yes. I have Sonic R for the computer, for Windows 95 or whatever.
Oh my fucking god, that is glorious. There's a mod for that too.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to talk about. There's like a.
Oh, are you stuck there, buddy?
Call it modern Windows computers. Oh, the guy's just having trouble.
Oh fuck. Okay, you need to die.
Escape. Oh dear.
I'm sorry, that took me out of it. What are you saying?
Anyway, no, there's a way to install Sonic R on a modern computer.
Yeah.
And it restores all the lighting effects from the Saturn version that just are completely vacant on every other port.
No,
and
yeah.
It looks amazing. All the lighting effects and the weather being correct and all that.
Oh yeah.
I had never experienced, and it puts the game in perfect widescreen and HD and everything too.
I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't really think Sonic R is that bad of a game.
It's not. It's fun.
I kind of like it. I kind of like its weird quirkiness with it being it's a racing game, but you're running as Sonic and you have all your abilities from the 2D games.
I think it's fine. It's not bad at all.
Amy Rose aside, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's. I think it's literally impossible to win with her. But besides that,
borderline, yeah. Eggman's also not that great of a character, but nah.
yeah.
Which is a shame because it's fucking Eggman.
Yeah, I remember getting like really excited to play as him when I was like a kid, and then I unlocked him and I like never played as him.
I remember.
It's like funny how that works.
Oh, first time I played Sonic R, quite an interesting experience. Wasn't actually that. It was actually fairly recent, all things considered. Because the way I played it was on Dolphin via Sonic Gems Collection on the GameCube, which I know is like kind of, again, it has some of those weird changes from the Sega Saturn version, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I was
still pretty
talking about. Like that Sega Gems collect or the Sonic Gems collection doesn't have all the. It's like the port that like doesn't have the lighting effects and all that. And neither did the original PC version of the game, again, which is what the disc is of that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that installer like restores all of that, makes it HD and widescreen, and it looks amazing.
I bet. I've seen very little of it, but no, it definitely looked amazing from what I can tell.
Yeah.
It's crazy what people can do with these games now. Yup, that just confirmed it. Sorry. Basically what just happened is, whenever I get to this specific room, these 3 red computer scans, I always get the 50% scan log notification when I'm on the right track. I didn't get it, so obviously I was right. I did miss that thing.
Oh well.
I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad it's just confirmed now. I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Sad face. Also, this is my least favorite part of the game, minus phase on mines.
Wait, what? Oh, mine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this area that much either. It's like really awkward because you're getting shot in a lot of different directions.
Well, yeah, not just that, because yeah, there's a lot of enemies, and then it's just kind of hallway after hallway of lab.
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
And phase on mines is just more of that, but with harder enemies, so that's fun.
Yeah, I can't stand the phase on mines.
Yeah. Typically, it seems like my favorite parts of Metroid games are always like the beginning parts. I don't know.
Right? It's weird.
I think I know what some of it has to do with, but it's not entirely related to what I was just talking about with the like phase on mines and stuff. I think what it is, because as cool as it is to like be overpowered and shit by the end of the game, I kind of like the idea of you running around carefully scavenging for different upgrades and like slowly becoming more powerful. I like the slow progression of being more powerful than actually being powerful.
Yeah, I think that's really a good point, actually.
Like a lot of times when I'm playing Super Metroid, sometimes I'll just stop after I get through Norfair. It's like, oh, I gotta go to the wreck ship, I gotta fight Phantom, gotta go to Meridia, I gotta get space jump, now I don't have to do wall jumps.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal, it's just, I don't know.
It's like, I think the sense of progression in these games is really fun.
Yeah,
just like by itself.
Like rub it in my face, game, why don't you? Sorry, you go ahead.
No, it's fine. But just like again, like when you like go through a lot of these areas with like new upgrades that you unlocked, so it's like, oh, it's like really rewarding to like, oh, now I can just jump up here instead of having to go across 3 platforms.
There is that effective part of it too.
I enjoy that a lot, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, when you're killing everything in one hit with the plasma beam, it's like, okay.
Oh no, actually, you know what? Tearing through the enemies is on the one hand. With the beam is not my problem. That's the one part that I do fucking love. Like when every time in Super Metroid or this game, even when you get the plasma beam, I'm like, oh yes, everything dies in one hit.
I think like my favorite part about that especially was like the flying guys that like are really annoying.
Oh yes.
And just ripping through them in one go is like, oh my god, yes.
Although I will say for this game, it's a bit gruesome and kind of disturbing.
Oh yeah, because they like actually disintegrate.
So I have an interesting vice, I guess, about myself that I've always had as long as I can remember, and I've never ever heard of anyone else having a similar thing, having a similar like. It's definitely not a listed phobia, but I am like viscerally disturbed and just like unsettled and just generally just about like anytime I see like anything related to that to what do you call it, like any sort of like disintegration effect or visual or whether
Really?
it's in a movie or a cartoon or in a game like this, like there's a visceral kind of uncanny just disturbance that I feel, and it just kind of doesn't sit well with me. That's the best way I could describe it anyway.
That's fascinating, actually.
With anything even remotely like related to the visual, so like decomposition, same effect.
Okay.
Burning something, same effect. So how nice is it that I get a phobia by burnt dirt? It's like, oh, cool.
That's interesting.
And especially like if you're watching like a sci-fi movie with like aliens and shit, that's gonna happen at one point because they got the laser guns, and it's like, no, don't do that. Now I'm mad. I can't enjoy this movie.
What about like Thanos snapping? Does that do it?
Oh,
Like,
actually,
they disintegrate?
interesting you brought that up because in a weird way, it didn't. Even though
Really?
100% should have. I think the first time I saw it, because I didn't get to see all of Infinity War without spoilers. But so I kind of like, oh wait, this is what happens. This is what this is about. Oh, I think maybe a lot of it had to do with the fact that I knew they were going to come back.
Okay.
I kind of treated it because like it's not like they were. It's not like something. It was like something being like superheated or burned like that normally would. It was like a magical kind of spooky, like, oh, they're just disappearing. So I guess the context of it didn't make it so that it would kind of affect me, I guess.
Right.
But something like that, yeah, definitely normally would set me off. It's like it almost like triggers something like within me, I guess. I don't know.
Huh.
So when I saw that in this game, I was like, great, now I can never fully love this game. Thanks. It's kind of a problem, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to call it either, because again, obviously, it's not a real phobia. Well, not that it's not real, because obviously I experienced it. But it's like no one has it. So what do you call that?
That's interesting. I wonder if there has to be something called like that. Like it has to have some kind of name for it, right? Like somewhere.
Maybe, but it's so gosh darn specific that
I guess.
I've never heard anyone like even the mere mention of like certain key words related will actually kind of do a similar effect. I went in the wrong door. So like yeah, even kind of like talking about it right now has me on edge. Is the best way I could describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very weird. It doesn't
like that.
It doesn't like fuck with my day, but I mean, for a little while, it kind of just I'm not the most pleased or comfortable right now. I'm glad I witnessed this.
I got.
That's the best way I could describe it anyway.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I don't know what it is. What to call it? My friend Jacob kind of led some insight on what he thinks it might be the cause of it.
Yeah.
That there's kind of this uncanny valley aspect to it, because like usually when something decays or like dies or whatever, like when something is like I guess destroyed in that way, it's almost like it's being erased from existence in a sense. Like it's indistinguishable. If you burn like a piece of wood, it's no longer distinguishable as wood by the end of it. And I think that part of it kind of taps into like an existential aspect
Okay.
of like, oh, literally everything about this thing has been wiped from existence. And
yeah, that is a scary concept when you
so
put it that
when he said that, I was like, you know what? That's scary because it makes a lot of sense.
way. Yeah, for sure.
So that's interesting. That might be part of it. I honestly don't know. I should
Like, I
talk to
guess
a
in a way, like,
therapist.
things aren't meant to just disappear like that, you know?
Yeah. I
I
kind of
got you.
like it's so bad that I usually try to refuse to believe it's a thing that can happen.
Ooh.
So you can imagine how I felt when we were in the World War II section of our history class and we had to learn about nuclear weapons. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, thanks, teacher.
That doesn't sound good.
The baby.
The baby. The last Metroid is in captivity.
Mama! The baby.
I
uh, oh,
fucking love
fuck,
that
get off
baby.
me. No, bad baby.
A baby. Oh no. It's excited to see you.
Since this is technically a prequel, or not a prequel, but this is technically before Metroid 2, is the baby even conceived yet? Timeline speaking. Oh, that's interesting.
Don't know.
Is it even a hatchling yet? Because I know the egg hatches like at the end of Metroid 2, but like does it even exist yet? Huh.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Questions. I kind of find it weird that the entire Prime trilogy takes place between 1 and 2. That's such a weird place for the series.
I never even knew that.
Yeah.
I knew it had to be before Super Metroid, but that's just weird to think about.
What exactly about? Well, I'm curious as to the thought process there. What kind of gave you the intent that you thought that it was at least before Super?
Well, because it's like, the last Metroid, and there are like 1,000
Oh,
of
right.
them.
That's true.
You know?
Oh, it's the last one. Fuck.
Yeah. The baby.
The baby.
But yeah, I figured. Is that the like last, like, chronologically then? Super Metroid?
No, it's very close though. Metroid Fusion is actually the last Metroid game, funny enough, chronologically
Okay,
speaking. Which is
gotcha.
very weird because of the note that game ends on. I don't know. It's not too bad, but it's like, I don't know. It's kind of because basically the whole thing about the fusion suit is that Samus basically, actually. So
You
I
can
won't.
talk about it. I don't care that much.
Okay, yeah, because this is all exposition of the game, not necessarily stuff you find out throughout it. So I guess it's not too spoiler-y.
Go ahead.
But
I don't mind.
basically, so the reason Samus gets the fusion suit is at the beginning of the game because like the whole thing about Metroid Fusion is you're trying to take down this new threat which are called the X parasites, which are the natural prey of Metroids. So now that all the
Oh,
Metroids are gone, the X parasites are allowed to thrive on
okay.
planet SR388, which is where Metroid 2 takes place, because
Okay.
that's the home world of the Metroids. So basically, they infect the space station that you're on, which in a way kind of makes it feel a lot like Alien 1, that you're just running around a space station by yourself.
Oh, that's creepy.
Metroid Fusion is actually kind of a creepy game. I'll say that. For a
Okay.
reason that I will not spoil you on at the very least, because that part I think
Yeah.
is a genuinely nice surprise. Can't,
Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm looking forward to that at least.
yeah, I won't tell you that much at least. But basically, so the whole reason that she has the fusion suit is because she was infected with the X parasites, and
Ooh.
she very nearly dies of it at the beginning of the game. But basically, taking some DNA that they had stored from the baby Metroid initially, when she delivered it to the station at the beginning of Super, basically. They used the DNA because, Metroids are, I guess, the predators, so X parasites. They used it to cure Samus by literally injecting her with Metroid DNA.
Ooh.
Yes, fucking Spider-Man origin story over here. um, but Also, because Samus was unconscious and sick, like in a coma while wearing the power suit, because of the weird way the power suit kind of works, and it's kind of like, I guess, spiritually connected to her, I guess, it had to be removed surgically.
Oh.
So she's kind of like just basically her physical form's kind of just altered a bit. So the fusion suit is what's left of the power suit afterwards. So
Oh,
it's a lot
wow.
weaker. It's a lot, you know, it's like the underlayer, basically. It's almost like the halfway point between power suit and zero suit, I guess, if you could want to look at
Okay.
it that way.
I guess that's why it's like so slender or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like a skin tight like superhero suit.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, it's
Fascinating. I never knew that.
kind of dark.
Yeah, it is. It's scary.
Oh, I meant the game, but yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah.
It is pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
Thing I brought a light.
Did you bring a light? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
Turns
video.
on thermal visor. I love the thermal visor. It makes you feel like the fucking Predator or something.
Yeah. It's cool.
Although it fucks with Discord a lot. Discord does not like the thermal visor when you stream it.
Really?
At least for me. It makes the video very pixely and artifacty.
Oh.
Kind of. I don't know why. It might just be me.
No, I can believe that because there's a lot going on screen, I guess.
Yeah. Although I'm assuming it's fine for stream.
Oh yeah, it looks fine on the screen actually.
Ah, 2 in 1 go. Nice. I should probably turn the visor back on. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, the fusion thing. So yeah, pretty interesting. It's actually kind of narratively, not. Should I say narratively poetic? I'll stick with that. Where basically Samus, oh, now she's kind of part Metroid. The one thing she's been annihilating.
Yeah.
Because like basically throughout fusion, the X parasites are hunting you down, basically, and because Samus is part Metroid now, and now there's things hunting her down, just as like she was hunting Metroid down in previous games. So the roles are basically reversed.
It's kind of ironic.
Yeah, you can look at it that way too. And hold on, I'm actually trying to concentrate because I was getting past me there. And yeah, what's interesting is also because of the Metroid DNA. You know how in like Super Metroid, well, basically every Metroid game, to kill a Metroid, you freeze it and you fire missiles at it.
Yeah.
So Samus's weakness now in Metroid Fusion is actually cold environments because of that, which is a nice attention to detail.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's all sorts of pretty cool stuff that kind of goes with it that I didn't initially think about until I played through it a second time.
So you really put a lot of thought into that, it seems.
I feel like half of that wasn't even like intended, and it just kind of worked out that way. But I mean, who cares?
Yeah. Still, it's cool.
There was one more thing I was going to say about it. If I can remember. These guys are annoying, by the way.
Yeah, I hate these things.
I hate the visual artifacting they do on your visor when they explode.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Although it's less annoying than those enemies in Prime 2.
Oh, the ones that like you have to reboot your system.
Yeah.
I don't encounter it that much though in that game, so it doesn't bother me too much.
I just think fighting those ones pretty annoying.
Oh well, fighting them, yeah, they suck. I hate them with a passion.
Yeah.
The missile I missed.
2 hits.
Oh yeah, wait, what?
I was just saying, at least these guys died in 2 hits or whatever.
Oh yeah, or one with a super missile.
Yeah.
If you're feeling pretty liberal with your missile use. I'm usually pretty bad about that in Metroid games. It's like, no, I gotta save missiles. No.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny when you like go back, or like not when you go back, but when like you're sitting near the end of the game with like 200 missiles in like inside your missile thing.
That's probably why they give you so many, so that you like, hey, you know you can use these, right? Like you
Yeah,
have an
but it's
ass
like
load of them.
I just think it's funny how you like end up with that many near the end of the game. You're like, man, how the hell did I last with 10 missiles?
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
that too. Well, more importantly, why do I have 250 now? I have so many weapons that are way more powerful than this now.
Yeah, that too.
Literally super missile. It's in the name. It's a better missile.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the end of super, you have like 50 of them if you get them all. So shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
In later games, they do limit your supers. I think you only get like maybe 20 of them in later games. But I mean, still. It's like, shit, give me all these tools.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, I'm pretty low on health, and I'm about to fight a boss. I'm gonna go
Oh,
back.
yeah, a boss. Yeah.
I also haven't saved since the ship.
Oh, isn't there just a save station like
Yeah, there's
right
one
here
right
anyway?
here.
Yeah, you're good then.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, I can probably go back, and that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
No, if I was playing Super Metroid and I actually did that on stream, you saw I didn't save once till the end of the game.
Yeah, that was scary to think about or to witness even.
I don't worry about dying so much in Super more than like the game crashing or something.
Sure.
Or soft locking. Because I feel like I've had that happen once or twice, but I don't know if it was the game or the emulator.
I guess it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. I guess I'll find out if I ever get a soft lock on the cartridge, which hasn't come in yet. God damn it.
Really?
No, I don't know when it's coming.
Huh.
I'm sad.
Is there a package tracker attached to it or something?
I think my mom's keeping track on it, but last she said it was already on the way.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Wasn't it supposed to come out like days ago, or come to you like days ago?
I suppose that. I mean, that was my rough estimate anyway.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Where did you order it from, if you don't mind me asking?
Amazon.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't through Prime though. It was through regular. It wasn't a Prime.
Prime stuff can be pretty quick sometimes.
Prime.
Ah! Ah!
Oh my god, rock monster.
Holy crap.
This is the most. Okay, this is.
What?
This is the most Zelda boss in a Metroid game ever.
Oh,
like, what the fuck is this thing? Why is it here?
It's literally like a Hynix or whatever from Breath of the Wild.
Exactly. Like, it's not an alien, it's just a fucking rock monster. What is this?
Yeah.
It's so out of place. I just can't take it seriously.
Yeah. It's like you're in the snowy area too. It's like not even a snow monster. It's just like rocks.
I figured that might have been too obvious, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Either way, this boss fucking sucks. He blows. He takes too long. I'm gonna speed him up with this exploit that I'm using, but...
What is the exploit?
Morph Ball bomb him while he's rolling around.
So that actually hurt him?
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt him, it exposes his weak point, so you don't have to do the thermal visor part.
That is really nice, actually. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Which literally cuts this boss fight time in like half, which is good, because this fight takes like 10 minutes otherwise.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
This probably is my least favorite boss.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, it's kind of hard to aim on the weak points when he's like moving around.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he does this shit where he throws a temper tantrum.
The fucking ice.
In the trilogy version, actually, the fog that he conjures is a lot more thick and prevalent, and it's kind of obnoxious. It kind of hurts my eyes.
I believe it.
Like, look at the fog now, but imagine it like 5 feet in front of your face.
Ugh. No thanks.
Well, maybe more like 10, but...
Still, that's pretty...
And it's like way more saturated, so it's like a literal like cyan haze. It doesn't look good.
I'd much rather
trilogy, but you know. I'm sorry. I just realized I keep interrupting you. I'm really sorry.
No. I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying I would much rather this than what you just talked about.
Yeah. Although that's like probably one of the only low points in the game.
Oh yeah.
We haven't gotten done talking about the. We're still on the control tangent.
Yeah, that's right.
So Trilogy does some nice things where you can use your camera with the Wiimote, and then your control stick is specifically for movement. It should be.
Yeah.
And it just speeds the game up so much. It's so much more intuitive.
Yeah,
Plus,
absolutely.
it's easier to look around. It's easier to aim. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I really, really do want to revisit Metroid Prime 1 and 2 with those controls, because I haven't played them on that collection yet.
And also, even better, you get widescreen with these games.
Yes!
Glorious widescreen. None of that Mario 64 bullshit. All-Stars 3D. Although that kind of just pisses me off now that I'm thinking about it, that Nintendo did it for a trilogy they released years ago, but they couldn't do it for this.
Yeah, I mean, they made Mario Sunshine widescreen, which is cool.
But would it have really been so hard? 64? Literally, your fans did it. They've done it for a long time. It's been a thing. Mario 64 widescreen has been a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking lazy asses.
We have a PC port that was reverse engineered from, like, nothing.
But I think, don't quote me on this, but I think even the emulator version has some widescreen happening.
I think so.
So, you know, it's been a thing for a while.
I guess Dolphin, or not Dolphin, not Project 64.
Yeah. And keep in mind, that's with Project 64 being one of the less worked on emulation things.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck, Nintendo? I love you, but you give me so many reasons to want to hate you, you know?
Yeah. Again, if Nintendo didn't make such amazing games, like, they'd be like a worthless company.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but pretty close.
Okay, but like, again, a lot of
they'd
their
probably
practice...
be looked at like fucking people look at EA or something.
Yeah, that's more what I meant.
Also, I fucking love the cutscene with the stone bonk. It's an helmet.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I know what you're talking about. I like it too.
It's just like, what the fuck? Also, now that we've just gotten our new upgrade, the yo-yo. Glad to be here. It's a fucking yo-yo. Like, what do you want me to say? It even has the little slit in the middle for the string.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Whee! Although I kind of find it lame that when you're playing in fusion mode, the morph ball doesn't have a graphic for the spider ball. It's just the regular morph ball. No, it's just the regular morph ball.
That's a shame.
Speaking of the fusion suit, I hate the various suit design for the fusion suit.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, the yellow and purple. It's just a really gross shade of yellow, and then it's even worse in fusion itself because in fusion,
I suppose that's fair.
The sprite, it doesn't even look like it's yellow and purple. It looks like a literal tie-dye mess of bullshit. I can't wait for you to see that in fusion. Like, it doesn't look like a normal. It just looks like tie-dye. Like, she just splashed paint on herself and called it a day.
Too busy to wash this paint off. Just continuous business.
I got shit to do.
Yeah.
On the opposite hand, though, I absolutely love the gravity suit in fusion mode. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to that at least.
Okay.
The Phazon suit in this game with fusion mode, no, it's so goofy.
I think a while back I started a second playthrough of this game, just like I was playing by myself. I was doing hard mode and I was doing the fusion suit, and I only got so far though. But I think I got the Varia suit, I think.
Tomato. Although Varia's suit is probably like Varia and Varia, I can go both ways, but Varia is probably actually wrong. If I have Seriously.
it's Varric because I think it's a mistranslation.
It's a mistranslation, yeah. Because yeah, it's a word that it's a Japanese word for it. I think that can kind of be translated to two things, and for some reason they chose the version of it that means variable.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I guess it still kind of works, but did I not hit all of them? Hold on. Let me actually use my visor. Okay, there's that. Okay, I didn't get that one. Yeah, okay, I should have figured the cutscene didn't play. But no. The Phazon suit for fusion mode looks so goofy. Like it works fine for its appearance in fusion. The fourth suit you get in that game.
Yeah.
But in this mode, no, it's so goofy because like the Phazon suit in this game is like all black and cool and shit.
Yeah.
The Phazon suit in fusion mode, it's fucking bright pastel like orange.
Really?
Yeah, it's not various suit orange. It's like this bright crayon orange, like highlighted. Oh, it's so stupid looking in 3D in this context.
Huh. I guess I'll have to see that sometime when I get back to that playthrough I was doing.
I may or may not, because I think I mentioned this to you when we were planning this out. How I wanted to try to incorporate fusion mode somehow.
Oh yeah.
What I think I'll end up doing, because I just remembered I have these. Oh my god, I forgot I'm on a timer. I left without getting the upgrade. Oh shit, I'm about to run out of time, aren't I? Can I just scan it again? Okay, yeah, I can scan it again. Sorry about that.
Cool. It's good.
I just remembered that I actually had save states on Dolphin for each, like, fusion suit, like, each section of the game where you have a specific suit. Really? So what I might do is, like, at the conclusion of the playthrough, I might just, like, take a moment at the end of the stream to just cycle through them and show it off.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Because, like, obviously I'm not going to do a whole ass other playthrough with the fusion. Well, I mean, maybe for a restream, like a future redo, like restream of this game.
That's something I would do,
but not immediately after. No, thank you.
Yeah, just do 2 playthroughs back to back for no reason.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally would do that, but because this is because we have a co-host this time around. Let's be courteous. Why don't we?
Sure.
Also, go ahead.
I just said I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Also, this apparently this is a completely different enemy, but this is almost one-to-one. Looks like the first mini-boss of Super Metroid.
Oh, you're kind of right.
Like literally with the opening the mouth and everything. Like it's the same thing. Like, but I guess it's different. Imagine being a mini-boss of one game to get downgraded to a regular enemy.
Yeah.
Not even a regular enemy, just a platform.
Just like a platform, yeah.
Oh, Spore Spawn, they didn't treat you well. What is this thing called, actually? Puddle Spore.
Oh, damn it.
That's lame. They even gave him a lame name.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be a spankweed. Nobody better. Please no one take.
That is unbelievably funny.
Please no one take that out of context, except someone probably will. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have said so, because now someone definitely will.
Yeah.
The curse. That's like the thing about humanity, is you tell them not to do anything, they'll almost always do it. This weird thing you said not to do.
Like, it's like an innate desire to defy orders for some reason.
Fuck you! I will do it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Even a fascinating thing.
I'm not in a good spot here.
Oh no.
There we go.
On the line. Oh no.
I can just hear Mario screaming in the background. My ass!
I've heard that a little too often the past couple of weeks.
Oh, past couple of days, more like it.
Yeah. Well, I took up speedrunning like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
like,
that's true.
A week and a half ago, maybe.
Well, I guess I just didn't. I guess I didn't know how successful or unsuccessful those runs were, because
Right.
I just remember that whole time in Bowser's Lava Lair where we were like bouncing on the little section with the sinking platform.
Yep.
Is that a spider wall track? That's nice. How about we do this instead?
Oh, okay.
I can tank it.
I suppose that's true.
Are we only at 2 hours? Holy shit.
Are we really?
Yeah, I just checked. Jeez, I thought we would have...
Oh, you know what? No, because we restarted the stream, remember?
Oh, that's true. Well, but I mean, that aside, like, literally just, like, where we are in the game, like...
Yeah.
I honestly expected to, like, only be... Like, I expected to be where we are right now, but at the 3-hour mark.
Huh. Making good time then,
We're making, I'll say, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I still don't think we'll beat the game. I definitely don't think that, but, I mean,
no,
I'm happy with the progression we're making.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. How many sessions did Prime take you off the top of your head, actually?
Oh, I think 5? 6?
It's not bad.
No more than 6.
I feel like that's the average for anyone who would stream the game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty good.
I've played it before, which helps a lot. I think for my first playthrough, it would have been easily like 8 or 9.
Yeah. I haven't been keeping track of my items. Oh, fuck. Oh, what was the last thing you said?
I'm just gonna go check real quick, because now I'm curious.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Curiosity.
Yeah. Oh, I did take 9 parts, what the hell?
9? Wow, you're way off.
What the hell?
Hopeful optimism, I guess.
Well, like most games take me like 4 or 5 parts.
Yeah, that's how long Super took you, I think. It's like 5.
Yeah, Super was 5.
I wonder how many it would have been if I didn't show up.
Yeah, tell me about it. You know what, though? A lot of these parts are like less than 2 hours long, so...
That's entirely
That's probably why.
Oh yeah, because that was when you were like doing 2 games per stream, right?
Yes. It was a lot of Metroid, Mario Kart, Metroid, Mario Kart, Metroid, SpongeBob, Mario Kart, SpongeBob.
I forgot. Wait, are you referring to Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Yeah.
I forgot you did that game. Oh, I need to watch that. I love that game.
Yeah, it was a fun playthrough. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
The minor side tangent, unrelated to Metroid Prime, but since now we're talking about it, like the final boss theme of Battle for Bikini Bottom has absolutely no right being as epic as it is, but honestly, I don't care.
Let me know if I can't quite recall what it sounded like.
Yeah, do yourself a favor at one point and just listen to it on its own. It's like a fucking Metal Gear like orchestral like fucking. Oh, it's so. Like, it's honestly one of my favorite final boss themes ever, and that's really saying something, because it's a SpongeBob game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, like, just at one point or another, just take the time to listen to it on its own. It's really good.
Chum Bucket Lab? Or wait, hold on, I gotta... I have an extension on YouTube that, like, blocks certain terms and channels that I use to like avoid spoilers. And I have the word final boss specifically blocked.
So will it not let you play the video, or it won't just find it?
Well, I can do it in incognito because it doesn't load the extension, so I'm gonna try again.
Oh, that's kind of funny. I should do that, but I don't. It's probably why I got spoiled. Well, no, I didn't get spoiled because of internet. I got spoiled by my shitty high school people for Endgame when that came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are like, wait, who dies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
one of my
happen, I
friends
guess.
who actually should have known that I would be pissed about it, so I don't know why he spoke about it, but he basically was talking to the other person who had said that and was like, yeah, but I mean, if you read the comics, you kind of knew
Mm,
it was coming, but it's like, you fucking moron, I didn't read the comics. Of course I
yeah.
don't know.
Frankly, I don't think most people who are going and seeing that movie read the comics.
Yeah, that the MCU movies are so fucking beloved by like a whole group of people that's kind of its own like fan base compared to like just the comic book lovers.
Like one of the most successful movie franchises of all time.
Yeah, next to like Star Wars and fucking
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Would Lord of the Rings be considered one of those big?
Probably. I don't think it's quite as big, but everybody
Well,
knows.
I would say more specifically, like think about it in its time, like when it was new. I guess it seemed
I
like it
would say,
was.
yeah, probably. Because I know the Hobbit movies are pretty hyped up.
Yeah. Um, can't think of too much else.
I'm trying to think of like other.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, Star Wars is the obvious one.
Wonder if I left my oven on.
Is that what Samus is thinking right now?
Yes.
Should get a cat.
I don't know why, but the moment you said, "Oh, game freeze," I guess. That was weird.
Weird.
The moment you said that, I honestly just realized I think Samus would possibly be a cat person.
You think so? I think so too.
Well, it's weird because, like, on the one hand, I feel like just because of Samus is constantly involved in action, she would like a dog because dogs generally are very like playful and hyper.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something also tells me Samus might just like a cat to just like relax with after a fucking long day of bounty hunting
Yeah.
and shit.
I like the idea of that, honestly.
I guess as an in between, maybe a lap dog. I don't.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't see Samus as a lap dog person. Definitely, if she were to have a dog, it would definitely be like a Labrador or something.
Right. No,
Something
oh, go
wholesome but
ahead.
strong.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm just remembering that part in like the Samus, the something about Metroid video.
Oh, where she
Where she
adopts the.
saves the animals. She's like, haha, hashtag new pets.
Did you look at all three endings, or did you just pick one? And
I picked kill the animals first, and then I felt really bad.
my favorite is the waited too long ending.
Yeah, and then I did save the animals. Then I think I did die too long.
Pee pee doo doo caca. We did it, folks. We killed the Samus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I liked at the end where she jumped up with the whatever it's called.
the Shine Spark.
Yeah, the shine spark. She
I didn't
jumps up
expect them
with
to
that.
include that. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, and it was like alternate universes. I like that.
If you don't watch other terminal montage videos, it's like you wouldn't get that, but no, it's.
Yeah, I love like his like, stupid lore that he makes up. It's so good.
I love the origin of that voice clip though, because it's from an even more insane video about Mario 64.
Oh, yeah, I watched it like I remember when the video was like really like memed on and like
I know.
2013 or
We
something.
gotta do this in half an A press.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is this half an A press garbage? And I was like, whatever. And then I just like kind of forgot about it as
But
the meme
first,
died out. And then like 2 years later, I actually watched the video. I'm like, what the hell? No wonder.
but in order to do that, we need to talk about parallel universes.
Yeah.
So dumb. Also, shit, are we already at this part in the game?
Jeez.
Chozo Ghosts. Oh. Now the game's not fun.
These guys aren't that bad. I usually just do a super missile and like a charge shot and it usually gets them.
I mean, just because there's a workaround doesn't mean they're not obnoxious.
Oh yeah, obnoxious. Like
At least
I know,
until you get the X-ray visor, I'll say.
yeah. I was talking earlier about how I don't tend to Google things if I can help it.
Yeah.
But I specifically remember the first time encountering the ghosts. It was not this room, it was a different room, but I was like, okay, and I scanned them, and it just like tells me, oh, concussion blasts or whatever. Like, okay, what does that mean? And I could not figure out that it was just a charged shot from the fucking regular beam.
Yeah. What
Now,
I've
in
learned.
that room, that music goes running around for like 30 minutes or
Oh, I
something
hate
like
the
that.
music. I hate it.
And I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid. And I looked it up and I was like, okay, what do I do to beat the ghosts in Metroid Prime? It's like, oh, just do a charge shot. I was like, oh, okay. And then I
Oh.
figured that out. And I was like, yeah, I was done in 5 minutes.
Ah, here's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, here's the problem. Too many ghosts.
That's always a problem, isn't it? Is this the room I want to go in? Yes. Yes, it is. What was I going to say about that? Yeah. What I've picked up on, because when I was playing Metroid Prime 1 my first time, I was so I was so unconfident in my skills that I scanned literally every enemy and read every enemy that I encountered. What I've picked up on, well, also scanning like other stuff too, like walls and shit. What I've picked up on is that in Metroid Prime lingo, concussive blast is always referring to missiles. Because yeah, because it also mentions like, oh, to break this wall, use a concussive blast, and that usually means missile. So it's
yeah. It's also like, I think it's kind of funny that when you're like looking at like a breakable wall or floor or whatever, and it says like, oh, this wall is made of denzium. It's like it doesn't tell you like what you use to break it. It just says what it's made of.
No, but in a weird way, like I get where you're coming from, but in a weird way, I actually kind of like it because it's a more organic way of kind of teaching you
like,
about the world.
I'm not saying it's bad because like yes, like you will learn. Okay, denzium you can break with the fucking power bombs. Okay, fine. I just think like your immediate thought is like, okay, hold on, I gotta try stuff.
Well, yeah, and I think that was the whole point.
What it's made of does give the indication that it can be broken.
Yeah,
which I
that's
think
true.
is good.
Yeah, because it's like sort of mysterious thing. Like, okay, now let's see what I have. Does anything I have work? No, it doesn't. I guess I'll come back later.
Yeah. Like, again, I think you're right. It is more organic that way. It's just, I don't know, a little confusing.
Instead of, in a weird way, it's almost better. It's almost, well, nah, I won't. It's not fair to compare them because there's kind of limitations with a 2D Super Nintendo game, but in a weird way, it's way more organic than Super Metroid, which literally has a block that you uncover that has a symbol, use power bomb here.
Yeah, I think it's better the way Prime does it, for sure.
I think for the 2D games, that's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this game, it's really cool that they made it more organic. This one of the best things about Prime is its world building.
Yeah, for sure. I think because the amount of world building in these games is like insane. Because like even with all these mandatory scanned items, there are still so many optional ones that just are complete just lore dumps about everything in the game.
It's honestly
like,
one of the best.
There is
exactly. It's one of the best storytelling tactics I've ever seen, really. And it works so well for Metroid because Metroid is all about kind of isolation and discovering things for yourself. It would be stupid if it would be kind of stupid if there was a Metroid game where people told you shit about the Prime 3. Oh God, sorry.
That'd be really funny if that happened. Yeah,
I gotta get that cough checked out.
And you gotta see a doctor. No, seriously, like I think that's like the biggest thing with Prime 3 that I don't like is like there being so much else besides you just exploring the world. Like I don't like the supporting cast all that much.
No, they're not all that interesting. The only one that's mildly interesting is like, what's her face, the shapeshifter, just because of shapeshifting is always cool.
Yeah.
But like, and then I guess maybe that one guy, because he's the only one Samus really interacts with, the ice dude.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like you're just weird cast alien like Mass Effect characters. Like I don't
Pretty
care.
much.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really, again, I think with Metroid Prime 4, I'll be completely happy with it as long as they bring back like the solitude. They don't like have a bunch of characters talking at you. That's all I need.
I isolated myself and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I like being lonely, damn it.
Exactly.
Oh, this fucking guy. At least there's only one of them in this room, at least for now.
Yeah.
And later, every time you come to this room later, there's 3.
Yeah.
Ugh. And you come to this room a lot.
Yeah, you do.
You can't avoid it, even with the most optimized path, which I feel like I have a pretty optimized route, so...
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Also, the map is... the missile charge is a scam.
Huh.
There's only 2 missile recharges in the game. It almost makes me wonder why they were included to begin with.
Noticed that, too. It's... like, there are, like, none of them.
It's like, I could have fucking used this. Especially because, like, Phendrana Drifts is so awkward. Phazon Mines and Phendrana Drifts are so awkward and out of the way from the rest of the world. Because you have to go through Magmoor Caverns to get to Phendrana. You can't get to it anywhere else.
Yep.
You have to get to Phazon Mines through a specific part of Talon Overworld, which you can only access via, I think, once again, Magmoor Caverns? No. It's through the wrecked ship, or the frigate, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I hate that.
And so it's like...
water.
Yeah, the water, yeah, exactly. And those 2 areas are so out of the way, like, so... You know... That's one of my complaints about Metroid Prime's world design, because that's one thing Super Metroid did right, is that everything was a little bit more interconnected.
Yeah, I really like the way it was handled in that game. Like, seriously.
Yeah. I will stand by it. It's probably the best world... It's probably the best world in a Metroid game that's been designed so far. At least personally speaking.
I don't, like, recall, like, a single time where at least not very many times, where I had to take a very particular path to get to some areas.
No,
like,
because...
it's very... You have a lot of options as far as traversal goes, I think.
Yeah, because let me see. I think I have this memorized pretty damn well, I hope. Crateria, the opening area, connects to Brinstar several times, actually. It connects to like 3 different elevators at Brinstar.
Yeah.
It connects to Wreck Ship, which the Wreck Ship is very, 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 very small. So in turn, you could probably say Crateria connects to Meridia. Brinstar connects to Crateria and Norfair and Meridia all in one. Norfair is probably the only one, but I mean, that's not too bad. Yeah. You don't really have to go back to Norfair too many times unless... you know, Meridia is connected to Brinstar, and it's all pretty well laid out.
Yeah.
And the paths are pretty simplistic to get through, especially with the items you get later on. It's like, oh, wow.
For sure.
This game, not so much.
Yeah. Again, I think it's kind of funny how, like, the only way to get to the ice area is to go through the fire area.
Wow. Holy shit, that's pretty dumb, yeah.
That was funny. I
Go ahead.
don't think it's bad per se, I just think it's funny.
Yeah, no. But even furthermore, like, how many fucking times do you have to scramble through Magmor Caverns
Oh my
by the end
god.
of the game? Like,
You have,
already in this part of the playthrough, I've probably gone through there like 3 times, 4 times maybe. I'm
like
about to
that.
go back through it. Well, actually, not immediately, but pretty close here. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Trying to. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, just like maybe half of my traversal time was spent there.
Especially, like, this is me knowing what I'm doing. Imagine, especially first playthrough, like, God, you probably visit there like 20 times or so.
Yeah, I remember
Blind
going
before.
a lot when I played the first time.
One of my favorite experience from my first playthrough. Wait, what?
I just said I got sick of the music after a while.
Which is a shame because I fucking love Ridley's lair in
Yeah.
Super Metroid, and so hearing it over and over in Magmor Caverns made me like, oh, now I don't like it as much. Well, no, when I listen to the Super version, I still feel very nice about it.
Yeah. I enjoyed hearing it in Super. I was like, oh, cool. I know this.
It's a lot more fitting in Super. It's a lot more like leading up to something rather than just, oh, spooky caverns.
Yeah, I feel like it's music and it's like a lot more triumphant sounding in Super Metroid. It's
Yeah,
like
and foreboding all at once.
Yeah, but like in this game, it's kind of like, well, you're here again.
Well, you're here again. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Like every time I hear the fucking drums of boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I'm back. Back again. Yeah, I love it, and I love it in its original context. It's like just this bombastic build up to Ridley.
I like it. I like it super well.
Granted, if you're playing the game like as a kid in the '90s for the first time, you probably didn't even know who the fuck Ridley is or why he's significant. But like, if you do know, like Super Metroid, now that I look at it, really, really builds Ridley up a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
You see him at the opening. He's the whole reason you traveled to Zed. He stole the baby. You're looking for him. You see him on the statue at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You get to Ridley's lair finally because you entered through that big statue of him, so you know it's Ridley's lair, and then you just hear this music like, oh. Come on. Speaking of music, guess where we are? Finally.
Where?
Oh shit. It's Talon Overworld 2.
Hell yeah. I can't hear the music, unfortunately, but I can
right.
hear it.
You probably are trying to hear the actual my audio, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Because if I turn the stream audio on, I'll hear you twice and myself, and I don't really need that.
That I don't think it would happen, but I also don't want the potential risk of it getting picked up on the feed.
Oh no, it wouldn't because I have headphones on.
Oh, that's true. But I mean,
I make sure my setup doesn't do that, which I'm very careful of.
Well, I mean, granted, you've been doing this way longer, but you're better than me then in that regard.
You get used to it, you know.
Yeah.
When I got a capture card for the first time, and like, when did I get that? I think that was 2017. I got my capture card for the first time, and I didn't have a way to like get the audio into my headphones without it. Like I just didn't have a way to play it through my headphones at all because there was like delay on the capture card. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of had to play the game audio off my TV really quietly so I could hear it, but you would still get picked up on the microphone and there'd be an echo and it like really bothered me. Oh my gosh. So like right away when I figured out that was a problem, I bought like a little converter thing so I could plug my speakers that I use for my computer into my TV.
Totally done that back then.
And then it would go through my speakers instead of the TV itself, which would still cause an echo. But my speakers have an audio jack in them that I can plug earbuds into, and that's how I got around it. So it would play in my earbuds and not through the speakers themselves. And that was just the way I did it for a long time. But like it was also an issue in and of itself because the earbuds I would wear underneath my headphones because like I would still want to hear my desktop audio in case I got like a Streamlabs notification.
Yeah.
And so my earbuds would fall out of my ears fucking constantly, and I'd have to like put them back and by taking off the headphones, repositioning the headphones back on, and I would complain about it on stream a lot. It was a process. And yeah.
Those convoluted setups are like 90% of my history on YouTube, and
I did that for a very long time.
You want to know what my camera setup for YouTube was when I was before? I mean, I still don't have a capture card, but like, because no. Okay, so I didn't have a camera either. I just had my shitty iPhone. So I took either a stack of books or a stack of games because I didn't have a tripod either. I'd lift my TV off my dresser, put it on the floor. I'd stack the books. I'd put my phone. I'd like find a shoe of mine, and I would just jam my phone like into like like halfway into the actual foot part that it goes into, so that it held it up. I'd adjust it, make sure the speakers weren't covered up by the shoe. Make sure the camera wasn't obscured. Aim it at the TV, turn the lights off, and even then, well, you just take one look at any of my Let's Plays on my channel, and you can see how that turned out.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Also, you get to hear my 13-year-old adolescent voice, so you know, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like what I was saying earlier. You gotta do the best you can with what you have sometimes.
Except when the best that you have is unwatchable.
Well,
I know people have a really, really pet peeve for like people who record screens, but that's what I did.
Yeah.
Like, you know, record them like off of a camera instead of a capture. Well, like,
yeah,
what do you want me to do?
I am insanely happy that like Dolphin emulation got super good like a year before I started streaming, because Dolphin 5 a year before, and so for the longest time like my streams were just Dolphin games basically, and some PC games.
That's basically where I'm at right now. All of my streams are going to be some form of emulation until I can reasonably capture stuff.
Because I didn't have a capture card for like a year.
When I get my capture card, finally, you will definitely know about it, because I will not stop cheering about it probably when that happens.
Yeah, they are insanely nice. Just recently, actually, that earbud problem was an issue for a long time, like 2 years. That was the only way I had to do it, really. And just recently, like within the last few months, I got like a better capture card that records stuff in real time, which is great because that means I can play the audio through my computer and then have it go through just my headphones and not earbuds, and I can have all the audio going through one thing. I don't have to play with the earbuds anymore, and it's been magnificent.
No complications whatsoever.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Yeah, I guess you live and learn. You just kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah. Again, I am amazed that I put up with that for so long.
I'm still putting up with dumb shit like that, so, if you could do it, if I could do it, I'm sure anyone could do it.
Again, I just want to play.
Also, fuck those guys. I'm glad I have Ice Beam now.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, Plasma. Devious laughter. Oh no, but like, what was I gonna say? Actually, I didn't have a thought. I think you summed it up pretty well, the whole situation. I will say though, I find it funny, just out of context, that on the chat, it's just Adrian screaming at me, followed by a singular walk-in. There's something just beautiful about that, and no one will ever understand what it means.
poetic, really.
Well, actually, no, because all of the Adrian things, they came up in the last stream. In this stream, literally the only thing posted in chat is that singular walk-in. I kind of want to keep it that way, almost.
Oh.
I don't know where in the chat, there's just one walk-in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like, philosophers will wonder what it means for years to come.
Don't say shit like that. I hope to God this weird-ass, unplanned stream is not the last remnant of humanity for aliens to discover.
Right? Oh my god.
Just no.
No. Like the wonder what the nodes are all about. Like
is that some ancient summoning chant? No.
No.
I like your version of no just like a lot more than the actual no for some reason, because like you add this sort of like not stutter, but you add this like I don't know how to describe it, where like you kind of like vibrate between the that's not better at all of description. Like you kind of jump between.
Laugh when I do it.
Yeah, like you jump between the and the O sound, like no. Like it's like a
yeah.
It makes the original boring in comparison. Like Mario's just kind of like no, but you're just like no.
Yeah.
So
I like doing it that way, really.
The way I like to actually a good way to look at it. Actually, I can't believe, by the way, that I'm analyzing it this much. But
go ahead.
I think in a way it's like you're mixing it with the Super Show Mario or Vinny's Mario voice.
Yeah, because I think it's less inspired by the actual no and more from Vinny, because
yeah,
the reason I started saying it so much is because Vinny was playing Super Mario 64 Odyssey or something. It was like a ROM hack from Mario 64 that turns it into Mario Odyssey, basically. Someone said to Vinny, he was like in excuse me, I had a stroke there for a second. He was playing on the desert level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was like looking for a moon or whatever, or a star. I think it was in the ROM hack, but someone said, "Oh, Vinny, ground pound that sign right there." What was that?
But
hello? You there?
Yeah.
I just heard like a weird noise to your microphone.
Was it like a beeping noise, or?
It was like
that. Oh, well, wait. What was? It was very low. I'm sorry.
It was like whoop whoop, or like it was like a weird distortion. I don't know.
Unless it distorted my like actual audio, I think that was from the game.
That wouldn't have been from the game because I have it muted.
Oh right, I forgot. Well, and I have no idea. But I heard a noise like that, but it was definitely from the game, not from. It might have been coincidence though.
Whatever. Anyway,
Discord.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Probably Discord being Discord.
Discord's just walking, right?
Anyway. So Vinny was like, someone said to Vinny, "Oh, Vinny, ground pound the sign for a moon or whatever." And he ground pounded the sign, and he went no. He did like a really like solid no. Like it was so good. I cracked up laughing at that for probably like 5 minutes. I don't know why, but it was so funny, and I just started saying it because of that.
So in a weird way, it wasn't at all even a joke initially related, at least on your context, related to Hotel Mario. That's interesting.
No, it's more of a Vinny reference than a Hotel Mario reference, but I guess it's both. But yeah.
No wonder, because I didn't realize that because that was a fairly recent stream, wasn't it? Well, I mean,
which a Vinny stream?
The Odyssey Mario 64, because that thing didn't come out
like over the summer, I think.
Yeah, so fairly recent. So wow, I figured this joke was like a really long time running gag, but no.
No. It's something I've heard recently
Because
developed.
for me, it was definitely a long time gag since like I want to say middle school, because I used to
Really?
watch a lot of like YouTube poops back then, and I still kind of do.
Yeah.
So I just always knew about the infamous like Hotel Mario clips and the. So I always found the no funny. So
Yeah,
like
it's really.
anytime I'd argue or talk to Adrian and there was a time where it would come up, I would always say no. So no wonder, because you seemed a bit confused the first time I tried to like reference it. Like I think I did the Luigi line, and you were like, "Oh, that's where that comes from." Nice.
Mm.
Where am I going? Hold on. What did I just get? The gravity? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the gravity suit's the last thing you got, I'm pretty sure.
I should know. I should probably know that. I just got it, but I'm stupid.
Yeah, maybe. I could find the clip again, because it's gonna make me crack the fuck up.
Just ground pound. No.
Yeah, it's so good. I think it was over here.
There's like 3 or 4 like no's that I love from different sources that I just call them the 3 like the what did I call them? It was a stupid name I called them. Like the 3 no's of the apocalypse or something. I don't know. Something dumb. There's the Hotel Mario no. There's the Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Eggman. No. That one. And I forget what the third one is. It's either the nope from Engineer in TF2 or something else. I can't. It might be that. It might not be.
Nope. Yeah, I like that one.
I also kind of like the snipers. Nah.
Oh, yeah. The sniper was like the character I played as the most in that game.
I hear that a lot from TF2 players who are like new to the series. I don't know what it is about it. I guess it's probably the most familiar, like most likely to be familiar playstyle to people, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because soldiers a bit bulky.
Kind of fond of
Scouts,
I don't know.
That makes sense actually. The Triforce of No's.
Yeah.
I guess because of how I can't believe I'm analyzing this so much, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I've just accepted it. I think Eggman's no is the Triforce of Power because of how much emphasis and loudness is placed on it.
Yeah.
Hotel Mario's no, probably the Triforce of Wisdom, maybe. Just, you know, I'm not even gonna read too much into it now because it's not making sense anymore. These are, you know what? Secretly, these were all just Samus's inner thoughts on the elevator.
Yeah, we had never left the elevator.
In Samus's mind, she is always in the elevator. It is her safe space. He looked at me funny.
Yeah, bitch.
Die.
Trying to find the no, but it's like such a small section of the video that it's like an hour-long video, so I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah. That's when I was originally like talking about doing the TheKleesh streams no compilation. I was like, wait a minute, I actually have to like sit through like hours of footage to find these. What did I just sign up for?
Yeah, kind of what is like a little bit difficult about making like
compilations.
Videos that I I enjoy making them, but yeah, there's such a time commitment because I have to basically rewatch streams that I did.
Oh boy. Like, we got bots in the chat, I guess, or something.
Oh yeah,
it happens.
I got those too, like not that long ago. It's like, why not buy followers? This one's got like weird symbols. I'm like, oh, I bet, you know what? I bet that is
weird text. Yeah.
I think the text is weird because it like gets around like filters. It's like, you know, it will not see that E as an E. It'll see it as like E with a squiggle on top.
In case you have some of those like blocked things. Okay, that makes That's kind of clever, but very annoying.
Yep.
The struggle.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm more mad just that the bot ruined our singular walking.
I followed the link just because I'm stupid, and it's my browser just was like, stop. There might be a problem with the requested link.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Is this a trustworthy link? No.
Oh wait, no, it's not my browser. It's like Bitly themselves.
Oh.
It was a problem when the URL shortener service is like, yeah, this is bullshit. Get away from here.
Bitly censored them. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I know you can't hear it, but I mean, you know the song though, so I just love telling Overworld 2.
Telling Overworld 2?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite in the game, but yeah, it might be equivalent to my favorite if it's not.
It is my favorite. I love the song in that song.
I'm a pretty big fan of Overworld 1 as well. Well, I mean, that might have a lot to do with the fact that it's literally a remix of Brimstar, so figures I'd like it.
Right.
Cool. But I mean, even so, it's such a nice atmospheric piece on its own. I also... What else do I like? I really, really love the underwater section, which we're about to head to, with the piano and the...
Yes, that is a great one.
I think that one might be my favorite, if it's not Talon Overworld.
It is really good. It's like continues that curse of like water levels being terrible to play, but having amazing music.
Is the underwater frigate that terrible to play, though, in your opinion?
I mean, platforming without the before you get the gravity suit, absolutely.
Did you? Oh, you poor soul! Did you attempt this without the gravity suit?
Well, yeah. Well, I did the. There's like the section you have to go through, but when like it stops you like when you get to the elevator or whatever.
Yeah, because like you can't complete it without the gravity suit. I know that much. But
no, but
how much did you attempt?
Why I went in there in the first place? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably why I hate it then.
I mean, I won't. Oh right, I actually have to do this now. Forgot this mechanic. To be fair, yeah, my first playthrough, I came here too without it because I didn't even know this was where I was supposed to be. Like, oh, new area, I have ice beam. Oh. I played Super, so I figured there was a gravity suit in the game somewhere, but I didn't know if I would need it. I don't know if it was one of those stupid things where, like, they make you suffer the water a little bit and then give you the suit, but no, you have to actually go out of your way to get it.
Yeah.
Because there's this really dumb ROM hack, I think I told you about it during the Super stream, called Hyper Metroid. They do that. They make you go through Meridia, part of it, to get the gravity suit.
Oh, I think you did tell me about that, yeah.
That's evil. I didn't tell you about that part specifically, but I did mention the hack.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, no Metroid game does this, so why would you think I would think to do that?
Yeah. I don't know.
I literally, after like hours of exploring that hack, I was like, I don't have anywhere else to go. Like, I'm just gonna do this, because what else can I do here? And sure enough, there it was after like 2 minutes, and I'm like, oh, so you're just bad at designing games intuitively, that seems.
Yeah.
Joking aside, it is a pretty good hack.
Okay.
Like it's very beautifully colored and like the sprites are done pretty well, and
nice.
it's just Super Metroid but like bigger, you know.
Yeah.
I like to think of it like Super Metroid Second Quest almost, except without all of the bullshit that Second Quest is in Zelda 1, which, by the way, I'm still being a fool and trying to think I can do it.
Oh dear. What's different about that exactly? Is it?
What's not different is the easier question. First of all, almost every dungeon is in an asinine place now. As if the way they were hidden originally wasn't asinine enough for you. Now they're even in more cryptic areas that you couldn't possibly think to find. Also, there are significantly less rupee stashes you can collect, so you're going to be tight on money for a while. Which, as you may or may not know, is how you get most of your equipment in Zelda 1, is buying stuff in the shops.
Yeah.
All of the they have harder versions of the enemies, like an enemy that completely permanently disables your sword if you touch it, for instance. Yeah.
What the hell?
So you have to go find an opposite enemy somewhere else in the dungeon that resets your sword again, and it's annoying.
That's ridiculous.
On top of the fact that Zelda 1 by itself was already a bullshit hard game, you know. So it's just also there are old men who will take heart containers from you if you don't have enough rupees by the time you see them in the dungeon.
What?
Yeah, they say pay either this many rupees or give me a heart container.
That's insane.
So yeah, not fun. Not what I'd call a good time, but of course all the old school people are like, it's a great challenge, you should play it. Lol. Like, well, you're old. Probably those people who say that probably did it when they were kids because their dad was like, I'm not buying you another game.
Yeah.
You haven't even beat this one. So, you know, that was all they had. But
I suppose.
No. No. Nope. Nah. So, yeah, no. But that's what Hyper Metroid kind of makes me think of without all the bullshit. Okay. I will say, though, that the story for the game, because it's like a parallel reality, it's a very, very, like, out-the-edge story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically Samus's character in that game is... Oh, I missed one of these. Did I miss the very bottom one? Are you fucking kidding me?
I think you might have.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yep.
Did you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm sad. But no, like, basically what it is like... So it still has the part about, oh, Ridley killed Samus's parents and stuff. But it's less that, and now Ridley killed literally everyone on home planet. And instead of becoming like a bounty hunter or like working for the Galactic Federation, Samus just literally like... Okay, one thing that's kind of interesting about the story, I will give them credit, is that in this timeline or reality or whatever, Samus is like a engineer of some kind, which is kind of a nice
that's
change.
kind of neat.
Kind of makes sense in a way because she can like operate machinery pretty well throughout the games. Yeah. So that's nice, but like then, okay, so you haven't played Fusion or Other M, but there's a character in the 2D series called Adam Malkovich, who's like who's basically Samus's commanding officer, or was her commanding officer. He's long dead by the time the Metroid series actually takes place, but okay. No, in this reality, he's not the commanding officer. He's just her husband, apparently. Why would you... Yeah, everybody marries their commanding officer, right? Don't you know?
Obviously.
But it doesn't even stop there. Samus also apparently has a miscarriage in the story before the game happens. And it's like, oh, okay, why is that a detail? All this stuff to just make Samus this absolutely, like, knock her down peg after peg, and just, like... She has a missing arm for some reason in the game. She has, like, a robot arm. I don't get it.
That's weird.
And then at the end of the game, you don't even, like... It doesn't even end on a better note. It's, like, the literal ending text, instead of, like, wow, you know... See you next mission. The ending text is... So Samus went on, and she realized that that even though she got revenge and murdered Ridley and everyone, that nothing would ever give her a new sense of purpose, or replace, you know, make up for that. So now she seeks a new purpose in space somewhere, and it's like, oh, so we didn't even really gain anything throughout this game. Okay.
I guess.
It's so bad that someone literally updated the game but took out all the story elements. And it's just called Hyper Metroid 2.0.
That's good.
But no, seriously, if you ever want something new, try Hyper Metroid. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, sure. I'll check that out. I gotta play more ROM hacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's this other one I've been meaning to. Well, actually, no. I lie.
Huh?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Okay.
I just remembered. No, I got a little bit further in one of these ROM hacks and I stopped playing it.
Well,
never mind.
Oh well.
Oh yeah. Want to know some other bullshit? So you know how there's flying pirates earlier that I scanned? These underwater flying pirates are an entirely different scan, even though they're the same fucking enemy.
What the hell?
Also, those underwater drones that we just fought. Same enemy, but no, it's underwater, so it's different.
That's weird. I would never even have thought about that.
No. In fact, even some Call Me Johnny, who plays this game religiously, when he did the Let's Play on his channel, missed it. That's like, okay. When someone who's been playing this game for like 20 years fucking no.
Yeah.
Now you know why nobody likes scanning things.
Yeah, I guess so.
And here I was thinking I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna mention, since we're seeing it a lot, I always thought the detail of Samus's face being reflected in the visor was really cool.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it. I just never found a good point to bring it up. I really do like it.
Yeah. I remember, like, the first time I noticed it was when I was fighting that ghost before.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck is that? Because it was, like, clearly Samus's face. I was like, oh god, what is that?
It was almost like a jump scare in a way.
Yeah,
I will admit, that did freak me out too, because the first time I saw it, I accidentally did a charge shot into a wall, so I saw a brief, what the fuck? A brief, I promise I can speak English, even. I saw a brief flicker of just Samus's eyes, but I didn't realize at first, like, what it was, so I just got freaked the fuck out. I thought it wasn't the game. I was like, oh, what the
Samus's, like, hyper-realistic eyes looked at me and I screamed.
Don't even go there. Like, now I'm thinking about it.
No,
and then Samus's eyes cried blood.
Samus wasn't looking at the visor, Samus was looking at me. No, so...
Okay, you say that, but that's literally how those stories go most of the time.
Oh, I know, it's so funny. Anyway, but yeah, it happened again later in the game, like after the ghost, and I was like, oh, it's Samus's face, and I felt like a lot more reassured about that from that point forward.
What was your initial, like, thought then? Because you said you had to...
Imagery, I don't know, it was like trying to freak me out, and I was like, oh god,
like spooky, haha, whatever.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take. Well, I'm glad I didn't encounter it there, but... Does it happen here? Yeah, because that's what I saw. That brief flicker, you don't really make it out all that well.
Yeah, there it is.
But it creeped me the fuck out. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
My TV was looking at me. It has eyes. It can see.
It knows everything I do.
That'd be a terrifying thought.
Now I just think it's a neat detail. I'm like, yeah.
The crying blood thing is basically what Metroid Prime 3 is, though. Because...
What?
Throughout Prime 3, Samus's eyes, like, get... Because of the whole corruption thing that's going on, her eyes get more, like, fucked up throughout the game. Yeah. And so you can see, like, blue veins and everything on her face, and so it's like, yeah. That is a pretty effective and spooky detail, I'll say.
Yeah, I liked a lot of what Prime 3 did. It just, the story stuff was kind of too much.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What?
I don't know if this was just perfectly timed or whatever, but I think we got to phase on what were the string of syllables that just came out of my mouth?
Try again.
Thank you. Phase on Minds. We got here kind of about as projected.
Yeah.
Because we're at the 3-hour mark, which is roughly what we kind of decided, and we kind of theorized we'd get to Phase on Minds halfway.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, what the oh, shit.
What's up?
The knockback's a bit weird in this game.
That's what happened. I keep forgetting I'm not watching quite real time here.
No. I'm imagining anyone who watches this, because like almost every time the no joke happens. Oh, why did I step back in here? Almost every time the no joke happened, we like thought of it at the same time, roughly. So I can just imagine the people who already watch your streams are like, oh god, now there's 2 of them.
We've converted yet another.
Or I guess.
Well,
like, what's the word? Congregated or assimilated? I don't know.
Yeah, assimilation.
Assimilating the cult of no.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Let's take a look. I'm just curious what we have so far.
Yeah.
Oh, those question marks are all reassuring. Chozo. We should at least have a good chunk of Chozo lore. I think there's only like 1 left.
Okay.
And I know exactly where that one is. Nice. I'm saying this like I have any chance at redeeming 100%.
You're gonna get pretty close at least.
Yeah. It's, again, I don't usually care, but it was like this one of these things like, oh, I gotta be, for the Let's Play, I gotta do everything, I gotta, We're not, I mean, it's not like we're even reading them, so it's not like it matters much to the viewer anyway. Potential viewer. Research? What do I have here? One of those is a power bomb thing. One of those is a... No. I don't know. Huh. Nice. 90 missile... let me think real quick, because it's going to bother me if I don't check this now. 90 missiles. I think that's about where we're supposed to be right now. I fucking hope so. I'm pretty sure. I won't be able to sleep at night until session 2 when I see that 100% completion on my file. Oh, man.
Yeah.
God. We probably could have squeezed a bit more in if we didn't spend an hour like fucking being foolish, and that was certainly fun.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out in the end, I suppose. You know, now
but,
we know.
I mean, hey, we know what to do for all subsequent co-streams.
Yeah, exactly.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
And because it's 5 a.m., we are quite literally hanging on to the edge of tomorrow. So.
Yeah. I'm glad I was thinking of the same song.
Nah. Oh, man, I'm a Sonic fan. You absolutely know that's what I was thinking.
Of course. All right, well, it has been good being on for here. I love this game a lot, and it's fun to watch you basically destroy my time.
Oh, well, oh wait, that's not an end screen. Never mind. I'll just leave it here.
Oh.
That's not the end screen.
Sonic.
I always make that mistake. I don't know why. I need to have a proper end screen.
Yeah, I don't have an end screen myself, actually. I just kind of like let Pichu sit on screen for a while.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is your Pichu screen is like more of a... it's like this kind of all-purpose image.
Yeah.
When you see
Okay.
a thing that says starting soon, it's very clear what that's for.
Yeah.
But the Pichu, you could use that for basically anything.
Yeah. Like Peachy is like my backdrop basically. I just like I don't like having a black screen there just when with nothing on it. I like having something there, and I've had Pichu for a very long time. And
There.
just recently I added like the purple background. Yeah, there you go. Samus.
That
I like
works.
that art. Is that Super Metroid art?
Yeah. Since Super Metroid was the first thing I ever streamed on this channel, go figure, I just chose Samus art, and I was going to do this thing where I picked art from every game I played, but that got so tedious that this is just now the Samus picture I use for every game.
I mean, sure, it's a solid picture.
Yeah, I also, yeah, I figured use the one from my favorite game. I also
Yeah,
have this for Sonic. For Sonic games, I have this Link
oh,
for.
that's good.
I don't have one for Mario yet because I haven't surprise enough done a Mario game yet, which I probably should. Probably Mario 1 if I had to guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I
Mario.
originally was going to do this thing where I had like these backgrounds for different games, but I ended up just kind of gravitating towards this because, like, for instance, Green Hill, that's a really, really bright picture. So
Yeah,
if you're seeing it next to the, like, on the bars next to the game, that's it's kind of
yeah,
fucked.
it's gonna be distracting, kind of.
I'm gonna be sad once I start doing games that are actually natively widescreen because then you won't see any of this.
Yeah, I
Well, I
kind
suppose
of
I could
like.
shrink the image, but
Yeah, I kind of like what Game Grumps does, where they have like a border.
oh yeah, some Call Me Johnny does that too. He has like the game in like a window on the stream. A lot of people do that actually. That's what I might do maybe.
Maybe I kind of like it, but I also kind of like just having the game fully
Having
there.
full, yeah, that's definitely
It's there are benefits and cons to both, I guess.
yeah. Because one of the things I hate about, for instance, Nintendo Switch Online with the NES and SNES, the games aren't full screen.
Yep. Yep. I hate that.
I was
Like
gonna,
it,
and there's like I have to like adjust my TV and like purposely make the Switch borders larger than the actual TV can show.
mm,
That way it fits.
yeah,
But even then, there's still the borders you can't get rid of.
I know it's ridiculous.
And I thought about that, like when you mentioned potentially doing Link to the Past via SNES thing, the SNES library, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna crop the screen
I
because
could do that with OBS, but I would still have to deal with it myself. I
that's
really just want
true.
to use SNES and just do that.
Well, it's a good thing that it's cheap then, or
Yeah,
at least it looked cheap from my end. I kind of did a quick glance.
yeah.
So
I would definitely pay like the $20-$30 if I could get a real cartridge. That'd be nice. But
well
again,
worth
worst case, I'll just use the SNES.
in more ways than one. It's more worth your money than Mario 3D All Stars.
Tell me about it.
I feel like half of this game was Metroid Prime commentary, and half of this game was ragging on Mario 64 All Stars. I'm sorry, Nintendo.
It's like
Well,
what the third or fourth time we brought it up.
in the
Fuck.
past, yeah, and it
Oh
won't be the
boy.
last, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I brought it up during Super also on, because I think you were there for that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was yeah. I brought it up there too. Uh, I'm kind of sorry, Nintendo, but kind of not. I don't know. Be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, why don't we wrap this thing up
I believe
officially?
that's a good. It's getting very late. Huh?
Wait, what?
No, I thought you were gonna say
No, I
something.
did. I just breathed.
Oh. All right.
I
Well,
think Discord's just really sensitive to the audio. Maybe I don't know.
yeah, it
That
must
could be
be.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you all the people who popped in. Looked like a lot of people were popping in and out. So
Yeah, for sure.
everyone, thank you all of you who came to watch. Hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed your time here. We'll watch it, listening to two people bicker a mile a minute about many things.
Covered a wide array of topics, it seems.
Yes.
I think.
If you enjoyed having Dustin on the stream, be sure to check out his Twitch if you'd like. Not forcing you to, but I think it's a good idea. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Thanks. I appreciate
it. Yeah, I don't know when we'll get around to session 2. I want it to be fairly soonish, just to keep the momentum going, because otherwise I'll forget everything about where I was at this point in the game. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I gotcha. I could do the next couple days for sure, if anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know you're going to stream tomorrow, so I won't do it like immediately. Yeah. But maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. We might do something. I don't know. We might be doing stuff like family stuff. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But for now, why don't we just have a general idea for Friday, maybe?
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I could do Friday.
Yeah, I've got time.
Yeah, I got time.
So yeah, and oh yeah, and the last thing I was going to say, guys, is if y'all if y'all think this co-stream stuff is going well, then I'll try to see if I can do more of it in the future. I don't know.
We'll have to see. More. I'm sure you've probably got a few other people in mind too, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I can really think of is like Adrian, but we don't really have a lot of games in common, so it would probably just be co-stream for co-stream's sake, which isn't bad either. But,
right.
But yeah, so that's just a general thing. So yes, stay tuned for session 2 of Metroid Prime on Friday if things go well. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Let's hit stop.